Hey guys, and welcome to D4, where I, Devan.
Hi, Dustin. Co-DM, a 5th edition game of Dungeons & Dragons.
Woo!
Thank you all for joining us tonight. Remember to please subscribe to twitch.tv/RockPunchATL. If you are already a subscriber and you're using Twitch Prime, remember to resubscribe because it does not do it automatically. Also, it is still September, even if only for a couple more days. But you can get 50% off your first sub to our channel, and we would very much appreciate it if you do that.
Yeah, tier 1 subs are 50% off.
Ooh.
But we're not here for that. We're here for something more meaningful. We are in our last few days of the Extra Life Race into Avernus. The last day to donate to the race is Tuesday, October 1st, which means this is the last weekend to affect the BFGs during this charity fundraiser. So far, we have raised over $6,700. That is amazing. Thank you guys.
Awesome.
Our goal is 10,000, and if we can reach that, that would send us through the roof, and it would be amazing. And we cannot thank you guys enough. We in For the Stream are competing to race across Avernus in our infernal war machines for our characters to be immortalized in a future D&D product. So that is what the winning goal is. So far, we're in the lead, but we're the underdogs, and they're right at our heels. And thank you guys for putting us in the lead. We also have a few stretch goals to meet with fun loot prices, which is you can find out more at d4extralife.com. And we're going to go over a couple of those soon as well.
Yep. We want to reiterate that there are 2 different games you can choose to donate towards. For tonight, we have 3 in-game donation incentives: Bardic Inspiration, Advantage, and Blessing.
We're going to need all of those.
Which really helped out last week. We also have Gamehole Con, which you can donate to choose character race, looks, class, subclass, along with other in-game chaos like Dragon Con during gameplay at Gamehole's live show that we're going to be doing with D&D Beyond.
Yes. We also want to remind you that all of our big stretch goal giveaways from our custom-made maps, which we have 3 unlocked already to give away, a Blackwood dice vault from our friends at Wormwood,
Which I have right here. So pretty.
This stretch goal has already been reached, and Eldritch Foundry Miniatures, which is the company that made our custom miniatures.
Incredible.
We've
Five.
unlocked 5 of those so far.
Yep.
More to go, and also more to go in the sense of we also have a Tal'Dorei campaign setting signed by the entire cast, which is unlocked at 7,000.
So close.
We are less than 300 away from that. So
It's signed by the entire cast.
Yeah.
Plus 1.
Ooh, +1?
Plus 1.
Ooh, who's the mystery character? You'll have to find out when you win it. All of these will be drawn out of a hat of the names that have donated, so make sure that you donate in order to be eligible for the drawing. Make sure to check your emails in the next week that you signed up with for Extra Life to see if you're a winner.
Yep. And thank you again so much for helping children's lives and giving them a chance at a life of adventure. To show our appreciation, we are giving away these items
We just
tonight.
hit 7,000.
Hero, I'm looking at you, man. Well, that's amazing. So the Tal'Dorei campaign setting has just been unlocked.
Once again, all of that's not going to be a live giveaway. That's going to be a giveaway from the donations that we pull. And you're only eligible to win these things
If you donate. That's correct. So tonight we have a daily goal, which we're already a good step headed that way, of $1,500. And if we can hit that goal tonight, we're going to be giving away 3 of these: a Descent into Avernus D&D Live exclusive tapestry.
So hot.
So cool.
These were,
hot
like you
right
said,
now.
these were exclusive to the D&D Live Descent into Avernus campaign Adventure League.
Live show that was there in the grab bags and the goodie bags at D&D Live. We're also going to be giving away a copy of Descent into Avernus, the special edition alternate cover by Hydro 74.
That covers
You think the cover's awesome? Look at the back.
Look at the back.
Wait, does it have the really soft texture?
It is a Hydra
mask.
76.
It is
Yeah.
Hydra 74. Yep.
Some-
So
yeah.
this will also be given away tonight if we hit our $1,500 stretch goal tonight for our daily goal.
We're already that close.
Yeah.
As well as, I don't have one on hand to show, but Mystic Dragon Games, which is an amazing game company, is going to be giving away a T-shirt from their line, which if you win, we'll get in contact and it'll be, we'll get your email address and it'll be emailed directly from them so they get your size right.
Yep. But next week, we have fun things as well, and that is because the very first unlock stretch goal was a one-shot paranoia game run by the wonderful,
I'm so excited!
wonderful Ethan Monsor as our friend computer.
Humorous.
That game, although will not be eligible for the Descent into Avernus, will also have in-game incentives where you can screw that man over and
Kill players, help players, kill players, kill players.
Outright kill someone.
yeah, you can donate to be like, nope, that character, they're dead. But it's okay because they have 7 clones.
That's right.
The hilarity that ensued in this game last year, I was crying. I was laughing so hard.
It was one of the best games I had ever played. I had no idea what was going on, but I ended up the game with like a flaming sword riding a giant beetle. And I was right where I needed
Like
to
you
be.
do.
Someone was forced to wear a cat head, and it was good stuff.
Sammy kept getting promoted.
I can't help it. She was so good and so loyal. So make sure you guys tune in for that.
Those incentives for Paranoia will be posted this week, so keep an eye out for that on the Extra Life page and onto our social media at D4D&D RPG. On all the platforms, we'll be posting links to that as well.
Are you guys gonna play Paranoia?
I might play. Dustin will be out of town.
Will be out of town, which is why we're kind of taking a step away. So, but
Yes.
next Sunday, the 6th.
Are you going to donate to kill my character? Because I'll remember that.
I don't know. You'll have to wait and find out.
All right, with all that hilarity over, let's go to our sponsors.
Oh no. Yeah, it's me, Logan, Patrick Logan with D&D Beyond. How you doing, everybody? As always, we a charity of choice for the Descent into Avernus, the Race to Avernus is Extra Life. But if you're looking for other ways to donate, and why would you? But if you so choose to do so, D&D Beyond is actually giving away Locath Rising. It's an adventure to Wizards of the Coast whose proceeds are going to support Extra Life exclusively. Locath Rising is a story about what happens when a normally peaceful species is pushed to the point of open conflict, and includes the stats of the Locatha race. Do you want to be an adorable fish person? Do you want to help save the world in the adventure and do good in the real world? Yeah. Visit the marketplace on D&D Beyond today. I want you to imagine that adorable fish person in your mind. He's turning towards you in his tank. With his fish hands. He doesn't look like that. Don't. You're demonizing this fish person. There you go.
Right.
No, keep doing that. Look at this fish person. Don't you want to help this fish person achieve a mighty goal? She's so strong. She's so powerful.
Please.
She needs your help.
Please gift this.
Yes. But please,
What's
understand,
happening?
this fish person needs you and needs everyone to achieve her dreams. So if you want this fish person to be able to fight, now look this way, fish person. There you go. You see how they need to be guided? They need your help. So buy Locath Rising today at D&D Beyond and support. I didn't tell you to stop. And be that adorable fish person today. You may stop now.
I was trying to figure out how I was going to talk about Beetle and Grimm's Pandemonium Warehouse while being a fish person, but this makes it a lot easier. So, hi folks, Goblin Katie here to tell you about the amazingness that can be found at beetleandgrims.com. They put out the most amazing props and boxes full of wonderful, wonderful toys for various releases from Dungeons & Dragons. They have put together a Platinum Edition box for the Descent into Avernus. However, it's sold out. Oh, sad stuff. But
Fish people.
you can still get absolutely incredible swag on their site if you go to beetleandgrims.com, and you can find things like these amazing badges that they make for the various factions in Waterdeep. Once the Platinum Box comes out, I'm fairly certain you'll be able to purchase the little pieces from the next expansion a la carte. You get props of great quality, like this. This you think is impressive? This wasn't made by them. This is a mock-up of what they did, and the one they did is even cooler.
What?
I know. As cool as this looks, the one they did, super sweet. So, head on over to Beetle and Grimm's Pandemonium Warehouse at beetleandgrims.com and get yourself some sweet swag.
Okay, so I don't know whose dad it was, but one of our dads donated $250. Do you know if it was yours?
It was mine, yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was yours or mine.
Sounds like a challenge to your dad, though.
Yeah.
I thought it might have been my dad.
Come on,
I wasn't
Katie's
sure.
dad.
I wasn't sure.
We're looking at you, Katie's dad. Other Katie's dad.
Other Katie's dad, but I had to ask you if you knew because I was like, maybe.
That was actually the company I worked for made that donation. So if you work for a company, you should get a hold of your boss tonight and say, hey, we want to make a donation to an awesome cause.
Well, thank you, Katie's dad. Props to him. And
Clean transition.
Eldritch Foundry. They make really cool customizable 3D miniatures. Do you know what else they do? Customize the characters of your dreams and your hearts that you can use in your game, day to day, week to week, month to month, depending on whether or not your group actually meets up regularly or not. But on the plus side, if they don't, you can put them on your shelf and look at them forever regardless.
They're super cool.
Until this group, our biggest issue was always, when are we meeting up to play Dungeons and Dragons? But anyway, so they print your Dream Mini in extremely high quality, and best news about them as of late is that they are launching their character creator finally October 22nd, and they're giving you guys...
So soon.
It's so soon. Giving you guys just a couple more weeks to plan how exactly you want it to look like before you order it. Their character creator website is based off of RPG games like Baldur's Gate, Planescape Tournament. I always say tournament, but it's torment.
Quirk?
Planescape Torment.
It's
And
a good
Skyrim.
game.
It wouldn't be me if I didn't mess up something during this part. So if you are tired of your lack of Play-Doh sculpting skills, really crap stick figure drawings of your character, but you just have this beautiful image in your head of what your character looks like, well, that can become a reality for you very, very soon. Take it away.
With Eldritch Foundry.
With Eldritch Foundry.
Hi, I'm Ethan. And why am I here? It's because of the lovely folks at RockPunch ATL. You may have been seeing them for the past couple of weeks, every single day on Twitch, helping us get this money raised for these kids. They're awesome folks. They're really, really funny. I recommend checking out some of those streams from the past if you want to see some really funny, cool stuff. But they also make all of this possible, and through them, D4 exists. So by all means, join the Discord, talk to them, talk to us. Sometimes we're in there as well. And we would love to have you there. And because of RockPunch ATL, D4 is a thing. So thank you guys, and thank you for supporting them.
Thank you.
They have done.
Can we give them a mad hand for how
Yeah.
above and beyond
They have been
have
amazing,
gone?
streaming all week, the past 2
Like,
weeks. And
No, holy cow!
Yeah.
without them, we would not be anywhere near our current standing.
That house party yesterday was super fun.
cool.
It was
Super
awesome.
cute.
It
I'm
was,
so sad I missed
and I
that.
got
Yeah.
to beat the shit out of a pinata.
What?
And
watched
it
that.
was with my fists because we had no sticks. So I literally beat the
She
shit.
went full V on it.
I curb stomped it. There's videos, there's clips. But yeah, we were like, wait, we have no way to put this pinata up and hit it. Should we grab sticks from the yard? And I was like, no, I'm going to punch it in the face. And they're like, what? So Sammy's holding it like trying to not get hit. Well, I just punched the shit out of a pinata, which was full of lottery tickets. And all of the winnings from the lottery tickets are being donated
To Extra Life.
to Extra Life.
So cool.
Yeah.
Super
So
awesome.
yeah.
It was amazing. And last, we have...
It's me. Hello, I'm Rhea. We have a merch store. It's d4dnd.com, but it's Extra Life season. So instead of going and buying our merch, go and donate, because as much as I want y'all to rep our shirts and rep us around in the world, I'd rather someone be alive and get the care that they need.
Because then they can get a shirt later.
Exactly.
Marketing.
Playing a long game here.
Playing the long game.
Yeah.
All right, without further ado, let us immerse ourselves into the chronicles of D4.
Hey guys,
Stop.
we're back.
No.
Why?
This is your life now. Isn't she adorable?
All right, so last week on Delirious Detractors and Delicate Dictations, our intrepid BFGs started their adventure in the midst of a heated battle with a crew of drow who were demanding the BFGs turn the Stone of Golor over to them, and a number of leather-winged, shadowy-figured creatures that seemed to warp people's mind. In response, Sasha grabbed Voss and flew to the far side of a nearby roof. As they fled in the fray, Voss was repeatedly attacked by the drow who carried silver wands that issued a cacophonous blast. Sasha, thinking fast, pulled the stone from his pouch and pocketed it herself before healing him. They devised a plan while behind them the battle continued. Voss, then thinking that he continued to carry the relic, vanished into the shadows. Sasha returned to the fight.
Meanwhile, V, Vinley, and Harold continue to battle the drow. The creatures focused their attacks not on the BFGs, but on the drow. They lifted the men into the air, dropping them to their deaths. The three members of the party battled until it became overwhelming for Vinley. She turned to Harold with tears in her eyes and fled the battle. Eventually, with the help of the shadow creatures and the neighbors who were roused from their beds by the commotion, the battle was won.
Vinley, having run into Sasha, Vinley, having run into Sasha, currently choking a man with her newfound ability to reach out with a shadowy tentacle, decided that she was needed here and resolved to remain. They were soon approached by Captain Cray, the head of the guard of the North Watch.
You're a bad person and should feel terrible, but I love it.
He told Sasha and Vinley that he would need to return. They would need to return to the alley, and the women realized it was a demand and not a request.
Reunited, the team caught their breath as they surveyed their casualties. Sasha told the group that she had lost Voss, a statement that was perfectly true but intentionally vague. Vinley returned, but with a lingering shame for nearly abandoning her friends. V was bruised and bloodied, having taken majority of the offensive action of their foes during the battle. Harold marveled at the continued changes in his decisions since his time in Orkira's bag. Voss, watching the scene play out from the shadows, followed the group as they returned to the spirits of Trollskull.
5 adventurers decided to identify the stone, meaning Voss attempted to remove it from his pouch, but revealed that Sasha then had it, and she retrieved the stone from his possession without his knowledge, in order to save it from falling to the streets below. Rather than being angry, Voss was relieved to know they still had it. Both Vinley and Seisha cast identification on the stone. They discovered it was a sentient relic magic item that bestowed its bearer with a keen mind. The team decided to let Seisha hold and attune to the stone, which spoke to her in her mind and called it her master. Bemused, she
It
tucked it
called
in.
me
Yeah.
master. Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought I misphrased that.
No, you are its master.
I am.
The group was then approached by the Force Grey member, Maloon, to carry out the retrieval of goods that he had mentioned to Voss previously, only days before. Their task was to board a ship and remove a crate, undetected.
While Harold performed, creating distraction, Seisha took the guards on patrol to a nearby bar in hopes of a discussion about what it was like to be a member of the City Watch. Voss, Vinley, and V silently slipped aboard the ship. Vinley took the appearance of one of the crew members, brilliantly covering up their missteps by impersonating the people they expected to see. As we joined them once again, Vinley, appearing to be a guard on the deck of the ship, had just sat down at the table with the remaining crew. As he says, "Vakareth, make yourself useful and ask Vidania if she would like to join our gentleman's game. Unless you are willing to lose all your payment on this job as well." And the group of men erupt into a crude laughter.
That is where you sit down. With that, Vinley, using disguise self to alter her form to look like the rugged and diligently attentive man from above, known as Vakareth, sits down with the 4 other men playing a sailor's game of dice around a large crate.
In order for this game to continue in play, Harold, you will be playing one of the men.
Oh, sweet. This will be fun. Okay.
Goblin, you will be playing one of the men.
Oh no.
As the rest of the BFGs are silently waiting in the shadows looking for a crate numbered D004.
004. And that's what I do.
What was
Goblin, your name is Kydwin. Harold, your name is Ardwolf.
Ardwolf. Okay.
Yes.
Kydwin?
Kydwin? You don't know this.
I know.
D00.
What was the
So
other
proud of
V
you
name
guys
that
with
he
your
said?
note taking.
Vidania.
Vidania.
Let's go
Don't-
banana.
Don't look in my notebook.
I already did.
I'm sorry.
I'm
there's
judging you.
Nothing to read there.
It's empty.
There's lots
You
of
need to
other-
work on your stick figures.
Since you're coming in late, looks like we're only averaging 3 dice left with around 5 gold each in the pot. That is, unless you want to start making it more exciting. Same rules as always.
What's the matter?
I can't speak. Why can't you speak?
He was speaking earlier.
I bet he got a little something.
Yeah, I bet
Well, this is why we want Vidania to come down here. You can't be having her all to yourself.
Right.
Unless that's what she's giving out, and then you can keep it.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, what are you doing?
I am trying to gather how to play this game.
Oh, you don't even know.
Awesome! That is amazing. You can actually make a history check if you so wish.
I missed. What
Roll
game
high.
are we playing?
Roll
It
high.
hasn't been told yet.
Okay.
Ethan figured it out last week.
Yeah.
22.
Damn! Okay. So, this version of is Liar's Dice. Okay. It's a game sailors. It's a game of sailors and mercenaries invented to pass the time and to gamble in hopes of earning more coin off of their crewmates for a better time on the town once they arrive. A game of 5 dice where each player bets against the table about how many of each dice there are. It uses 6-sided die with pip markers in place of the numbers. When making a bet, you say the number of dice you believe to match the pip number you are claiming across the table. The next person may choose to raise the bet by increasing the number of the die on the table or the pip number suggested. The amount of die on the table number can never lower. However, the pip number can fluctuate as long as the die number is increased. When a number gets too high in a probability, another player can call the last one to make another player can call the last one a liar that made that bet. Some games play with the one pip's place being wild to increase the odds of higher die numbers in their favors, and games of gambling often have an anti-buy-in to play each round or cost to call someone out for being a liar.
Simple.
And he already said they're down to 3 dice, so you're only doing 3 instead of 5.
And they asked for you to buy in, which is 5 gold.
You have money.
I place 5 gold on that.
All right.
Actual real panic going on in Rhea's face.
If you need any clarification because of your roll, I will let you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we roll our 3 dice?
Yes.
In a second, as you
wait.
just sat down, the one who spoke earlier says, "Snakes are wild. 1 gold to call liar. Loser removes a die. Last one takes the pot."
Oh, I'm so drunk right now.
Looking at the dice, is the snake on the 1?
Yes.
Okay, snakes are wild.
It's called Snakes Are Wild because snake eyes.
Oh, gotcha.
Oh, God!
All right. Go ahead and we're gonna do a round of liar's dice right now. So
This takes
the
me
3
back,
of y'all,
dude.
go ahead.
Hero, if you're
roll.
watching right now, this takes me back.
If
Okay.
you would like to attempt, or other people would like to attempt, to manipulate the dice, it's a sleight of hand roll. But be known that everybody at the table's watching. You know, so it's all.
Our
gonna be
wolf ain't
active.
taking no chances, okay? That's how he lost his pinky, all right? Our wolf learned his lesson.
I like ale.
Before we get into the numbers game and the betting, because active perceptions are about, I need the 2 that are amongst the crates to make their stealth rolls.
Sure.
Oh, jeez. It's you.
Bad.
Stealth roll.
Oh yeah, you down there.
Uh-huh.
You're just kind of standing on the stairs. You got this.
I believe
You better
you.
do better than me. I rolled
That's a
low.
that's a
I don't
bad that's
That's a bad
bad.
sign.
It's bad.
12.
9.
9.
I got a +7. I rolled a 2.
I got a +1. I rolled an 11.
Did anybody give us any blessings or anything?
Yeah, what do we got?
Nothing yet.
The first 25, I did see it in chat. They forgot to specify, and they were hoping the DMs would graciously do it at random.
Okay, that's
mean-
fine.
I remember because I read chat.
I'm fine with.
Can we have something for the donation from my father? Since he didn't specify.
My father.
So
You know, I messaged my father
Did you?
to be like, we have to be
Even
Katie's
odd.
dad.
all right. V, you have inspiration.
Hell yeah.
So you have a D12 that you can add.
That's what I'm doing. That's exactly what I'm
and I will
doing.
say for the 250, everybody has a
That's not
an
12,
advantage
that's a
that they
10.
can use at any point.
I was
Okay,
gonna use it
sweet.
now.
Okay.
Huh?
Very low chance of me doing worse than the first roll. That's still better.
Just
Still
speak those
better.
words.
Dirty
'Cause
20.
I'm not superstitious.
Okay, dirty 20 with your inspiration.
Wait, am I re-rolling?
No.
No.
I'm saying that was the one that you got by random. Everybody, because of the 250, has a.
Oh, never mind. That was the inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just re-roll.
Oh, I mean, you don't have to. Dirty 20 is pretty good.
Yeah, dirty
If you
20
want
is
to keep
great.
that.
I'm going to use the inspiration and keep dirty 20. Thanks for telling me, everyone.
15.
15?
All right.
Awesome.
I'm sneakier than you.
Yeah, let's see how long that lasts.
Yeah, keep shouting that.
I
I'm
can,
gonna go.
should I roll active perception?
If you want to see if they are cheating.
You do too.
I'm more looking for the crate,
Okay, got it.
like at the same time.
Okay, got it. We will do that. Yours is going to be perception and investigation on the next turn.
So basically, how it's going to work is we're going to do a round of liar's dice,
Yeah.
and then a round of sneaking and investigating.
Okay, so
because,
don't roll yet.
Because that may affect things.
It
depending on what
definitely may
they
affect
do.
things.
Yep.
But when I sit down, I definitely take a man spreading
Okay.
Got it.
like essence, like
Okay.
Yep. All right.
Basically, Harold after a mission.
Yeah.
Oh, you're airing it out, are you?
So, since you just joined the game, we'll let you have first go.
Oh no.
Four
Twos.
twos.
Wait, we only rolled 3 dice, didn't we?
Yes, but you're saying across the table.
Oh, all right.
How drunk are you?
I'm so pissed drunk.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So currently there are 12 die on the table.
Okay.
No, 15 die.
We're going clockwise?
Also, my voice is going to stay raspy, but I'm going to talk at this level. from
That's
now
fine.
on.
Got
Good,
it.
thank you.
Yep.
That's good call.
I remembered we were also a podcast.
So I pick another set of numbers?
You raise one of the numbers.
Yeah, you raise
Oh,
one.
okay.
The first number can go down as long as the second number goes up. The second
Okay.
number can never go down.
Okay. I'm gonna say 2 5s. Right? Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 5s. You think there are 2
I
5s?
think
No.
there are.
The number of die that are on the table can't lower. The pip number can change. So you can say 4 5s.
I think there are 4 5s.
There you go.
And I'm so drunk, my accent keeps changing.
I love it. All right.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be 4 6s.
5 6s.
You're a bloody liar!
Am I?
Yeah, I'll spend 1 gold. I think you're lying.
All right. All right.
Throws in a gold and hold up how many 6s, or say how many 6s you got. 1, 0, 0, 1,
Okay. I have 1 6, so that's
3.
3. How many 1s does everybody have?
None.
None.
So that puts 4.
4, not
All
5.
right.
Yep. Liar!
All right. And he loses a die.
Die. All right, now we're gonna go to our sneakers.
Okay.
I need y'all to make me investigation checks.
Okay. Even worse at investigation, Jesus.
16.
8.
Okay. You start to slink through the shadows, looking. There are crates all over this place.
Oh, yeah.
As you just looking at numbers, looking for the correct one.
Also, darting through the shadows, chasing light, making sure you don't reach eye line with all of the others that seem to be.
If you ever do, I'm like, because you're the only one I
At
can
which point, you can also make a perception check to see if you can see it from your current vantage point.
Hey.
23.
Wow, shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
I rolled a 17. Yo.
It is on the other side where they are not.
Okay,
And-
but I can clearly see the crate.
You can, and it is a large crate.
Glad we brought her. Good call, you guys.
So
You can actually see there's a crate in front of it, but it's kind of raised up a bit, and you can just see the top number, the
Like
D
the tops of the
004.
Yep. There's other stuff that are on top of it that would have to be removed in order to get to it. There's no way you can get to it.
Oh God, no! Mark that.
And I'm curious how you're going to tell
So,
them.
question:
Uh-huh.
We've never specified. What do I have to do to call Savard?
In order to call Savard, if you've already enchanted or if you've already summoned.
I'm going to try and tell him, like, to go to Voss,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm going to send Savard to the box.
Okay. I will say that you do not have to do a verbal, but
Okay.
you will have to do a somatic.
Okay, then I will wait for that until the end of the next Liar's Dice.
Okay.
When everyone starts laughing.
Got it.
Got it.
Roll your dice.
This is really fun. Okay.
So, yep.
That one is, there you go.
It did not want to shift.
All right, so everybody, my liars, roll your dice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and we're gonna start here with you.
I'm gonna say
Loves this.
5 2s.
So the 5 can't change unless it goes up, right?
Correct, because that is the number of dice that are on the table.
Yep. And right now there are 11 dice on the table.
It went from 15. There's now 14.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say 5 5s.
You know you can see my dice.
I
so-
wasn't looking.
Okay.
Leave me in your bones.
6 5s.
I pull out a gold.
So Vac,
Your work.
as you pull out the gold, whatever happened to that knife here you hooked up with last week?
Medieval Madness, Dave, I'm so sorry. But like, just the sound of like whatever I'm holding, and I'm just like, and I toss a gold on the table.
Call me a liar.
Always.
Well, I still want to hear the story.
I want to hear this story too.
I can't speak right now. That's torture.
Oh, come on. You
Just
gotta
mime
make
it,
yeah,
man,
mime
mime
it then. Show us a little bit of.
Take off your shoes and give us a
Was
puppet
it
show.
like a? Was it like a?
I will perform the somatic component to Savard.
Oh!
Clever.
That's pretty great.
That's baller.
Oh my god.
And then I'll end it with a clap.
Okay, got it. And behind
You
them.
should say a healer about that then.
Yeah, I don't know what you was trying to get at, but it seemed pretty disgusting to me.
Oh, so
I mean, that's what happened to the voice.
yeah, well, oh, that means Vidania's got it. You gave it to Vidania?
No.
So,
All right. How many 5s does everybody have?
bets to you, Ardwolf.
No,
no.
called you.
I called you.
Don't be a DM right now.
Oh, got it. Sorry.
What was it? Who did call your house? Is it me?
Yeah, it's you.
Oi!
Why you pointing at?
Oh, you giving it to
Pointing at the
me?
gold on the table.
Yeah, that's the bet. That was last time.
Oh, he threw down one.
All right, I have 2 5s.
I got 1.
2.
That's 5. There's 6. So,
You lose a die.
These aren't the ones I rolled. I rolled 2 6s and a 3. Still, it's 5. Fuck you all.
with that, I need our crate people to make a new stealth check.
Do I notice?
Your perceptions do notice the obvious, very familiar butterfly,
Familiar, get it?
and as it flutters right in front of you, Voss,
You
Yep.
do still have advantage.
and
I need you to make me a stealth check for Svard.
Oh, what's that butterfly doing over there? Suspicious.
What's so pretty?
Right, so new stealth checks for V and Voss. What do you got?
16.
Natural 20, 27.
Oh, shit!
Savard has advantage because he has camouflage.
It's a flashback. Guys! Guys!
Wait, where'd Voss go?
Where is he?
Get out.
Natural 20 for Savard.
Wow! Yes!
Butterflies, they're not terribly useful, but sometimes they are.
now that you've made your stealth rolls, you can continue to make your investigation checks, or you can just follow the butterfly.
Follow the butterfly.
I'm gonna assume Vinley saw what we didn't. Otherwise, she wouldn't risk bringing this thing out.
That is a fair assumption to
Yeah,
make if you would like to follow that.
I do.
Okay, it is on the other side, so you guys are going to have to make your way. It's going to be another round before you can get there.
That's fine.
There's something happening above deck.
They're all dancing to Harold's music. All right, next rolls.
That's a good point. Can we hear Harold's music?
You can. It's
They rolled like a 27, so it's really good.
yeah, it's really good. It's coming in through the
portholes.
the porthole hangers that are slightly ajar.
You hear second verse, same as the first. Yeah, the eye roll was perfect. Yeah, just like fucking doo-wopping outside of a fucking.
It's one-eyed, one-eared, blind purple people eat.
I never listened to this song. Now I realize that I'm a purple people. I'm gonna get eaten.
Wait, did you say one eye, one ear?
One horn. Did I say one-eared?
I think you did.
One-eyed, one-eared. I meant to say horned.
It's after the Harlequin got a hold of that person.
One-eyed, one-eared, blind purple people eat.
How closely are they guarding their dice?
One-eyed,
Ardwolf has his hand like this, but he's missing his pinky.
I'm completely trashed, so I would imagine I'm not hiding them at all.
I asked how closely are everyone else guarding their dice from people's sight?
Oh, they are doing very well.
Oh, okay. Then never mind.
Yeah. Everybody basically has a cup. You shake the cup.
Yep.
You drop the cup.
Drop it up. Yep.
You look underneath the cup.
All right. So next round will be me. I'm gonna say.
Oh, let me roll. We gotta re-roll, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
2 fours.
Liar! Throw down a gold.
Oh!
Already?
Oh.
We just get started.
All right. Well, I've got 2 fours. So.
Well, I also.
Really? Guess who else has 2 fools? Rihanna.
That means I win and you lose, so you lose a die.
I also have got 2 falls. I was gonna make it 6 falls.
I don't have any fours.
Right!
I got you.
Alright, so gold in there. You lose a die.
You lose a
He
die.
does not know how to play games.
Alright.
I love this game. I used to play this at every LARP.
You hear about the attack on the dagger?
No?
Well, the dripping dagger got hit.
Hey, go ahead.
I was busy.
Bunch of grayscales. Got killed.
It's not out of my nose.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have been where they was, I guess.
But the dagger's so good.
I mean, it's great. Don't get me wrong, but
Don't mess up the sheets, though. Whatever you do, don't mess up the sheets.
He charges out the ass for
So
this
much. He really likes his sheets, all right? I hear they're hard to clean, but
you guys are at the crate now. And
Wow. I would like to. Can I? Trying to make as little noise as possible. I want to get a kind of a feeling of how heavy this thing is.
you can see by the size of it, it is going to be pretty heavy because whatever is stuck in crates like this are typically.
Yep. But you can lean over and you. It's.
I will remind you that there are things stacked on top of it.
Yeah, we're gonna take those things off first.
Great. Okay. I politely step back and gesture to you. I will assist you in your endeavors.
Okay, if you're removing said items, we need new stealth checks.
Yep.
Yep.
Now that they're at the... Are they in the back of the boat now? Or were they in the front
They,
of the boat?
so there's, they were in
Go.
the front,
And now their
in
crates in the back?
Yeah,
what a journey.
yeah, because the staircases went this way, or like in each direction,
Yeah.
and the table is kind of set up in the middle in between both stairwells.
So they're in the back. Savard's in the back now.
Yeah.
Can I send
Proud of you.
Savard... Oh, wait, no, I can't get under the doors. Shit. Never mind.
Yeah.
19.
19?
Another natural 20, 27.
Jesus.
What? Fuck?
Boss is in his element.
This is it.
Remember earlier when you were like, I'm more stealthy than you are? And then...
Boss is powered by spite.
Well, I guess I should install him more.
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to have a hard pace doing it more often than you already do.
Don't doubt me.
So easy enough. You spend the rest of this time very slowly and meticulously removing these smaller crates, bags, whatever they may
Just
be.
toss it to the other side
So-
of the boat,
We'll just-
and then pick it up and run.
Just placing them down.
Is there any light at all where we are?
Yes, there is low light in this area.
Yep,
It
there's a
is-
lantern hanging above the table or the crate that they're playing on that's kind of giving enough dim light for the entire area. There's a lot of shadows, but there's enough dim light that you can see.
Okay.
There's no total darkness.
Are we surrounded by humans?
Yes.
If I took out the lantern, would there be total darkness? I'm getting options, okay?
We cannot
yes.
see in
Yes,
darkness.
it is the only option.
Yeah.
No, but
The-
Or the only light, not option. It's the only light source.
The only light that would be pouring in would be from the very slightly ajar
People can't see in darkness.
portholes.
okay.
But that would be such minimal light, it would basically be complete
Okay.
darkness.
Yep.
Here's what I'm doing then. Not quite yet. Pull the dagger out from my teeth. I'm holding it and point to you to begin moving the crate towards the stairs. If anything suspicious happens, I want to cut the rope holding that lantern and let it drop and
Onto
break
the table.
onto the table.
So it is an oil lantern, letting you know that.
That's discreet.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would be like a torch.
Okay.
So
So
but that would be a really
Yeah, it's a good distraction.
that's a really good distraction.
I mean, just light everything up.
Okay. Is there anything I can see near me? Rock, something solid that I could pick up and use instead.
There's a small object. You don't
Yeah.
know what it is. But there's definitely something small that you could easily throw.
Throughout the
Not a
Okay.
rock, because this is a clean
Makes
ship,
sense.
but-
Pick up a small object then. At the site, if we get spotted out, throw it, shattering the lantern, hoping it goes out.
okay.
As opposed to falling on the
As
table.
opposed
and
to
lighting
falling,
everything
you're
on
trying
fire.
to break the glass
Yeah.
and snuff out the flame.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy
But
enough.
just holding that for right now, asking you to begin carrying this thing.
So you roll.
You can easily
Silently.
pick it up. However, your movement is half speed
Yep.
because it is so
Waddle, waddle,
large
waddle,
and
waddle.
you're having to maneuver around things. And your stealth check will be at disadvantage. Just so you know.
Alright.
You folks at home can help us survive this without killing anybody.
Hi, I'm Emiliana, and I get a +1 to stealth checks.
Do you want to help this adorable fish person make this?
Fish person.
Go with it.
You're adorable. You're
Go with
adorable.
it. Be adorable fish.
Okay, so next round.
There you go.
All right. And since we're very close to our next goal, I'm going to change Ardwolf's voice.
Okay.
All right. So which one of us is going first?
I don't know, Ardwolf. No,
I didn't see who it was last time.
it's me.
It's okay. Well, go ahead. Take your time. I guess.
1-3.
3 threes. All right.
4 threes.
5 fives. You sound so confident.
5. Oh, what are you going to call it?
No?
5 sixes.
Now I'm gonna call it.
All right. All right. Who's got 6s? I have 2.
No, I don't.
Who's got
2 ones.
Who's got 1s? I have 1. That's 3 6s. Who's else got 1s?
No one's here.
Two.
Ask Morty over there.
That's 5 6s.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
Do you have any ones over there?
No.
So that's 5 6s.
Did you say 5 6s?
I said 5 6s.
He did say 5 sixes. I was paying attention.
I
heard
I
5 sixes.
thought he said 6 6s.
Nope, said 5
That's why they
sixes.
call me Ardwolf, because I got ears like a wolf.
Who are you playing? Are you playing the person I can turn into?
No.
Is it you?
Wait.
The one I
that you
turned
saw
into
before?
a deck.
Yes.
That yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. He freaking loses a die. He's down to 1.
Damn shame. Everybody needs to see that.
All right. I need you to make me a stealth check at disadvantage.
Get your stealth on.
And and I need you to as well. Or make me a regular stealth roll because you came out yourself to help move stuff. You're at disadvantage because you're moving a crate.
Because I have dual wield, and because this is probably going to suck, can I, one hand, have the object, the other hand have a bag of caltrops?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jesus.
Can I also say something? Can I see her?
Oh yeah,
like,
you
walking?
they're in like perfect view of you now. You're like, you're the reason why you noticed it is because it was directly in front of you.
Yep.
Okay.
Dirty
Okay.
20 for me.
All right.
I'm gonna like preemptively grab my stomach and like lean on the table. And just be like,
No! But that should've. And then you did. Why did you do that?
Don't forget, you have an advantage.
She already used it.
No, she used her inspiration die.
She used
No,
it.
she used the
She's
advantage.
rolled
Oh.
twice.
How do you think she made it this far, man?
Duly noted. Well, if there's anybody who wants to donate,
Now is the time, people.
So you're doing a distraction.
I'm
Roll a
going to
performance.
$20
Roll
could
over.
allow her to
Can
Can I
reroll.
give her
It wasn't in
my
the thing,
advantage?
No.
but it was.
No.
I'm going to turn and like under the table, pretend to vomit as I cast Prestidigitation to turn off the light.
No, that's gonna make me.
Like,
Okay.
I didn't know you could do that.
Roll.
Roll sleight of hand.
Yeah.
sleight of hand. I'm gonna use it.
What's wrong with this guy? He's squanching over here.
16.
16.
What was your character's name?
Ardwolf,
Aw, jeez, Aardwolf.
you should stop drinking and instead give it to me.
I need perfect levelness.
That's why you're a sailor.
Right. Yeah.
Because of that joke.
No. Yeah. No. I got it. Yeah.
I'm shaking.
All right.
And then did you do the other one?
I had 1. Have you guys made your active perceptions currently?
Oh, are we supposed to?
Just roll a d20.
You're out. If you're gonna, if you
yeah,
passed
no.
out, yeah.
Ardwolf got a solid 10.
All right.
Midway through. Remember, with your donations, we can make
Don't forget.
this happen. All right.
Okay, so
Yeah. With
Oh,
Prestidigitation,
no,
you
it
can
was-
light or
okay.
snuff
Yeah, it's still on top.
candle,
got it.
Yep.
torch, or a small campfire.
Yep.
Awesome.
They do not notice anything, and then all of a sudden,
Light goes up.
I will stand up, still halfway under the table. Oh shit! And flip the table, if I can.
your action this turn is
Is
to put out the
snuffing,
light.
okay.
As that happens, because you pick it up, and the new added weight to your body, you hear as the wooden floor bed begins to creak, and they all start to look that direction. Everything goes pitch black. I think we're gonna need initiative.
I think we're gonna need initiative too, and we're gonna need a map.
Oh, God!
I'm
A map for
shaking.
every occasion.
D4.
Do you wanna just bring
But you
out
knew you were gonna
the-
fuck up or something?
I mean, it's highly
Anyways, no one
likely.
asked me, but I rolled a 3 for stealth.
Yeah.
Because
in?
they'll
Yeah,
run
yeah.
because.
So Ardwolf
Yeah, no, I got it. I got it. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah.
Hey, that's our box.
Okay, so everybody, rolling
Let's roll
initiative.
initiative.
I already have the bandit or the peoples.
Okay.
Does Harold
That-
need to roll?
Yours, your guy. Those are the other guys.
Got it.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
20,
fun.
Run.
25 to 20.
26.
Does Harold need to roll as well?
Yes.
Okay.
26, natural 20.
Why do you have +6 for initiative?
What is?
Because I'm awesome,
Move them.
I have +1.
Do you have alert?
as you said.
He might have alert.
Goblin, watch your head.
I don't understand what.
Oh my God.
What affects
Here,
that?
why
Is it
don't
your
I
armor
just
class?
move?
Here,
Dexterity.
hold
Hold
on.
on for a second.
And I get bonuses
this-
off my charisma as well.
Oh.
See,
Yeah.
I ain't got neither
Okay,
of them
yeah.
things.
20 to
No,
15.
but you got others.
Wait, she got 20 something.
I got 21.
And boss, your total.
It's a ship.
26.
Look at the.
Holy
Look at that anchor.
And that separate
a
portion
claw.
is where we are currently.
All my new friends are gonna die. All my new friends are gonna
I'm
die.
gonna
No,
be
I'm-
okay.
That's great.
It It'll be the Harold and Sasha morning show, where we just sit around and pout.
Like, I'm not gonna punch them. Like, you know, I'm gonna help them get away. I don't care about these people. I won't kill them, but I'll punch them. I'll punch anybody.
Punch you in the face.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's crazy. These two.
It's a boat.
Oh, and that's the deck.
Yeah, that's below
Yeah.
deck.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
This is amazing.
Now, she took the seat closest to the exit, correct?
Yes, to that exit over there.
Okay.
I just imagine all they hear in the darkness is her going woo as he runs up the stairs.
Or we just take this one. Move it
That'll
down
work.
here. Right.
V. Voss.
Giant
Harold,
lady
you
behind
are
crate.
here?
Yes.
Great.
Well,
This
hello,
is the one
friends.
patrolling.
20
That's
to
the one I
15.
look like.
These are your.
No.
Oh wait.
I got you.
You already got me.
Yeah.
20. What is it? 2015? Anybody?
15 to 10.
I'm sorry, it's 2019.
11.
You don't need to roll because you
Terrible
are
joke.
nowhere near enough.
And your other character is.
Oh wait, Sasha. Yeah, now I'm
Yeah.
Yeah, nope.
You're partying.
talking
Yeah.
to a city watch.
Well, through roleplay means
Sounds good.
he's out of
Oh,
fight.
That's not so good, Devan.
you're not last.
Oh,
You're not last.
I'm sorry. Whoever that is. Hardwolf's maybe taking a couple of tokes before everybody got down here. Run a little slow, guys. That's on me. I accept that as on me.
All right. So, with the lights instantly going out,
Savarda's
they
still with
stand
them,
up.
Right.
We'll say with standing up, you can flip the table.
Yeah. Ah!
Got it.
You hear dice and coins go.
I got the light. I got the light. It's okay.
Voss, it is your turn.
Okay. How close are we to the stairwell going up?
The closest stairwell is right here.
Okay.
The one you came down was over here.
Damn.
Yep.
Okay.
They both lead up.
All right.
Yep.
So I'm in pitch blackness, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Okay.
Which
Do
means
I,
you are blinded.
Yeah. Do I know where the stairwell is?
Oh crap.
Yes. You also know that there is a mast.
Neither of us can see in the dark.
There is
Every
a.
roll will be at disadvantage.
You know that there's a mast right before that stairwell.
Okay. Would I be able to get to the stairwell? Would I be able to get to the stairwell closest to me?
If you would like to move basically recklessly, you would be stealthing at disadvantage because
Okay.
you're not caring about moving at half speed or anything like that. You're just trying to book it.
Okay, so it'd be like half movement then. Move
That's
recklessly.
regular stealth.
Okay.
If you want to try and move cautiously and not just book it.
Okay.
You are not blinded.
No.
I can see clearly now. The
All of
lights
them are.
out. I can see everyone who's gonna die.
It's me. It's him.
Okay, Voss, what are you doing?
Okay.
I ruined Christmas.
I can't see shit at all. It's super dark.
Jesus.
There's
I
light
am-
coming from the stairwells, though.
Oh, they came off the ship.
I ask you.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
last game they came off the
Oh,
ship.
got it. They're right in front of you.
I ask you quietly if I can. Can you see to get to the top deck?
No.
Shit. Okay. I'm like focused on getting into the top deck.
Ow. Does he like slap Hardwolf?
Like,
Ow.
sorry.
I put the bag of caltrops back. I pull a hammer out because it's probably the heaviest and most throwable thing I've got.
Okay.
And I want to whip it as hard as I can over to the other side to make a noise.
That's a great idea.
Got it. Easy
like
enough.
away from us.
Just chucking it as hard as you can.
Checking as hard as I can, trying not to hit anybody, but I can't see anybody, so you know.
Okay.
Shit happens.
You'd have to throw it through them. Go ahead and make an attack at disadvantage.
That is fair.
Is that a 5 targets?
Ha!
Okay, give you advantage.
24.
Yay.
A 24.
I rolled another natural 20 and a 17.
Nice.
So disadvantage, you'd take the 17.
Yeah,
Yep.
24.
So
Yeah.
How hard do I hit
He
this
said
ship?
what he said.
The ship rocks.
you actually hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay.
What
Does
was
this
it that he threw?
A
a
hammer.
hammer?
Oh, okay.
Just
This
a
is not
regular old
finesse.
hammer.
It is
So
not,
what would I?
hammers are not finesse.
No. So what would this be for damage? Then?
It'd be a D4.
Yeah.
It's like a carpenter hammer, so it'd be a D3. So roll a D6 and half it.
Okay. 1 either way.
So 1 plus your dex. It is,
Oh, so 5 points of damage then.
Yeah, because you threw it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you hear a guy to the starboard side yell out, "Ah! Ow!" Which would
How
probably
close was
be-
it to?
It would be this one, so that'd be Dustin's character. Gets beamed in the face. This one's mine. This one's Ethan's, and Goblin
Which
is
one's
obviously
me?
the one with the bandana.
Something just flew by my head, guys.
Oh my god.
Okay,
I am
There's a
going
monster in
to.
here.
I am going to attempt to maintain stealth. Move.
Regular sledgehammer.
I'm going to attempt to move towards the stairwell that's closest to us, while attempting to maintain
Because you do
stealth.
remember.
okay,
where
you can
the
do regular
stairwell
stealth if you're just.
Yeah, it's around.
Yeah.
is. Where's the door here?
What is your total?
18.
Oh yeah, so 5, 10. I'll put you here,
Those Eldritch Foundry figures.
hiding up behind
I
these
don't know.
boxes
Yeah.
as you
I
slip
just
around
have a
this
big old
side.
box. I have to not own
That
things.
is half your
with the box
movement.
out.
It
I
is
have
his
to, like,
turn,
figure out where I'm
and he's
going.
going to spend his turn. I'm like, hey, what's going on?
Don't worry, I got the light. Where's the light?
And he's going to
Where
pull
is it?
something from his side
Oh, damn it.
and lights a torch.
Or no.
Oh, God, my eyes. I can't see.
Ow!
Oh, hi. Jesus.
Just.
He did not see you. He is using his action to.
No. I mean, like, she got a
Initiative.
21.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. I too got a natural 20.
Nice. Jesus.
Yeah, and it's this guy right here.
Yep.
Okay.
This is the one. He uses his action to light a torch.
Shit. All right.
You still have low light in here. But now it is your turn, V.
Run! Hey, you can still see. You can see now.
Pick up the box. Guess I'll run.
Okay.
What, have they noticed her yet? No.
Nope.
Oh, they haven't noticed you yet.
Yeah.
You still stealth your way out.
So, at disadvantage. Oh, wait.
No, you got an advantage.
I got an
remember?
advantage.
You have an
It's a normal
advantage.
roll.
So I'm just gonna. Do I stealthily leave with the box?
You can
If you
most
want to
certainly
stealth with the box, the
With
roll
any-
is at disadvantage.
With the
If
grace
you'd like
of
to
God,
use your
sure.
advantage to roll regular, you can.
Fine. I'll roll regular.
You got this. I believe in you,
Got
practice
this.
stuff.
You do this and it's
10.
awesome.
10. Yep. And he looks up and he goes, "Hey, who the fuck are you?"
I'm Hardwolf. Oh, you meant her?
Yeah.
Can I just run with the box at half speed?
Yeah. And then with that, he yells, "Bandits! Bandits on the ship!"
And with that, you 5, 10, 15, 20 will get you here, and then you can use your action to dash, and that'll put you
Another one?
upstairs.
Yep, that's what I'm doing.
All right, and you just whoop, and you are literally
Excuse me.
You are no longer blinded,
Thank God I'm no longer blinded.
Yep.
and you are
You are also no longer blinded.
facing this way with the box.
I'm gonna get up there and go, Harold!
Hold on, let me see. I'm gonna see.
Was that
Wait,
double
which
move?
way he's
Yes, I
facing.
shout Harold.
I know.
All right, he is facing this way because I just rolled
Yep.
randomly.
Nice.
Yep.
Because he's the one that is
He's doing a
diligently
perimeter, and right now he is.
not looking your direction.
He's not looking in my direction. I'm just gonna,
Oh, shit.
gonna leave with this big old box.
That is your turn. Right. Yeah.
Um, Harold, you see V.
Just she
Come
yells
on.
my name. Harold.
Oh,
I'm sitting there like,
I missed that. As you yell Harold,
Yeah.
all of them turn and look at you.
Damn it.
I look up and I'm like, I don't know that one, but I'll try to play it.
Finley, it's your turn.
Good luck with that.
Like the panic in my eyes, but the calm demeanor. I don't know that one. I'll try it.
We are so smooth, y'all.
I'll say as this person, I got her. And I'll run up the stairs.
Okay. You're going to
And
run
as
up
I
the
run-
closest ones?
I'm going to turn into the drunk one as my action.
Got it. Okay, but are you going to go to these or the far stairs? Close stairs, far stairs?
The close stairs.
Okay. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. You can get here.
And I want to be in undergarments as this person.
Okay.
In his underwear?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to come up and be like, wait, no, stop. Where are you going? We're not done yet.
Ooh.
Okay.
I love this.
Go ahead and make a deception
This
check.
is great. I wish your charisma was better.
I wish it was too.
But this is a good plan.
I'm going to spin this until we get a $20 donation.
Okay.
For advantage.
I would agree with that. Not disadvantage.
Keep waiting.
No!
I was almost so close.
Did you use your,
before I
Have you used your
Yes.
advantage
I
yet?
have,
wait.
but let's refresh this page. Before I say anything.
People are going to miss this when it's
Oh
gone.
no! Oh no, Goblin, what are you doing?
No.
Don't worry.
Oh, that is terrible. You can't do that.
Yeah.
So,
Slow as shit.
It's crafty.
Nothing.
You instantly see the man
Hold on, let me pull out
standing
my
next
wallet.
to you, look at you, and then look at V, and then draw weapons for you both.
As Flavor, can I just turn into him? just just go, fine. Turn back into him.
Sure, whatever. It's just flavor. Everything's ruined anyway.
Everything's gone to hell regardless.
Harold, it is your turn.
Is it really already?
Yep.
I look at all of this happening as everything's going to shit.
It was going so well.
I look up at these guys. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm gonna reach onto my belt. I'm gonna pull out a purple drum. And I'm gonna play a quick.
Please, I hope this works. I hope this
Sorry,
works.
guys. I gave a drum roll on my cursed ass drum.
I hope this works.
Oh,
I don't know what you're
no.
Wow.
I know.
I'm just gonna make so much chaos. They're like, it was monsters. I don't even know what it was. They were clouds, man.
Are you being obvious
Yeah.
that you're playing?
Yeah.
that? Or are you trying to
Yeah,
subtly do it?
Subtle drum.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Roll a
pull it up.
D100. Roll a D100.
This could be bad.
Wait, D100?
This
Did you
is
have
the
to do that
greatest
last
day.
time?
No, they're having fun with this one.
Oh no.
Okay.
Here we go. 70.
70. Okay, as you start beating the drum, you see that familiar magic start to pour out, and then that long, snaking, thin man of just made of cloth just pours out with his the Venetian mask and begins twisting and contorting around. They all look around. The other one, you hear the sound of a wheel squeaking across the bottom side of the dock as it starts making its round. As you see knives just start flying up on either side, going down. You see a ringleader start cracking a whip from one of the crow's nests.
Holy cow,
And-
he got there fast. We've never done this
Knife
outside.
thrower, is she there?
That's the squeaky wheel.
Yeah, oh, okay,
That's
yeah.
the knives coming up
great.
from below the dock.
This is not our problem anymore.
That's my thought process too. I'm just gonna leave it with a problem and run.
I'm trying to remember all of the other ones, but they're all
have the
there.
list. Do you want the list?
It's fine.
You got the contortionist, the
This is literally just to
Unicycle
buy us
ring.
time.
Yeah,
That's
it is,
all
yeah.
I'm doing.
muscle man.
The
Yes.
twins.
The twins.
The twins.
The fire-breathing twins. Don't
Yep.
forget the fire-breathing twins.
Yes,
Oh,
the ones that
God.
stack on top of each other and run around.
Yeah, there's
Yes.
a large hulking bald figure with a bushy red beard and massive
Oh, you
muscles.
found it good.
I would like to also
wearing
throw
a red-
deceive in there and be like, no, it's true. These dogs are haunted.
Get deception.
I love you. You have all the charisma I wish I had.
I know, right? 21.
Okay. And they just start freaking out. They're like, "Oh, what do we do?
I don't know. I just heard that it was haunted. I didn't hear what to do.
Why are you playing a drum?"
Maybe it'll calm them down.
Okay. It is their turn.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do. Oh my god.
So stupid.
Yeah.
I knew that.
And you watch as
as
they're like one of them is like bouncing, like around, like in flipping around the dock across the posts.
Oh Jesus Christ! Oh my God! What have I done?
Mistakes were made. We opened a
What
box.
nightmare have you wrought?
I don't know, the one that gets us out with this box, I guess.
Thank you.
Right
I
there.
everyone appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks.
Look,
I
nobody
was
died.
seen with you earlier, and I'm hanging out with members of the guard.
As far as they know, the doctor haunted.
He's gonna come up and stop and be like, "Hey, which one?"
There's ghosts.
And then they're like,
Whoa. I just imagine comes out the door, slowly backs in the door, like, you know,
Yep.
I don't need that. Let me paying up for whatever that is.
goes here. We'll go up here.
Hold on.
This one.
This one will run away screaming.
Got it.
As terrifying horror just came out of smokiness, and he just runs past you.
He nopes out.
Yeah, he just straight up nope.
I turn to the other
You
side.
hear
The right idea.
As he runs by, he goes, "You ain't paying me enough for this."
I'm getting lightheaded.
One will have the ability to attack you, V.
Oh
Oh,
no.
good.
He's on the stairwell, making his way up to you.
Find the box.
Well, the box is in the way.
It'll give you some cover.
Yeah. I'll give you,
Hit him with the box.
40.
Just push him down the stairs.
Shove him in
You'll
the...
plus one to your armor class from it.
We're not in a ring, but we're still gonna box.
Now here's what
Get
happens.
out.
We shatter that box and the other half of the troop
14.
comes out of it.
No, it doesn't hit.
14. Yeah, with that you hear the steps of someone coming up behind you turn as his his sword, short sword, goes right into the box. It doesn't go through it, but it slams up against the wood.
Our box.
That is them, Voss.
Okay. All
be like-
deception having been lost, screaming on the upstairs. I recklessly move.
Okay.
Stealth is gone. Recklessly move. I'm assuming I got to move past that guy, correct?
You cannot move past him, like up the stairs. You
Yeah.
can move around him, but he is currently blocking that pathway.
Yep.
Okay. Can I flip over one of the barrels or anything like that to get to the stairs?
He is currently in the stairwell.
Oh, he's
blocking
in the
it.
stairwell?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you would have to
there's
go to
another
the
stairwell
other
down.
staircase
Yeah.
if you wanted to go up.
The one I'm at.
Okay. No, I'm going to try something else.
Okay.
Ooh.
Stealth being lost. I want to. Still haven't pulled out a weapon. I pull out a string of garrote. I charge him. And I'm going to attempt to take him hostage.
This guy?
Yeah.
Okay, easy enough.
I mean,
Walk
really,
up to him,
Maloon has no
make
one to blame
a
but himself.
opposed grapple checks.
We don't do
He
stealth.
hired a
very well.
grenade to do a feather's job.
16.
Got him.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah, he
Hold him back and just say, "Everyone here, step back and stay where you are. I will slather his guts all over the fucking ground."
you say that as you move up.
Yes.
Because everyone has gone up
Yeah.
onto the.
Uh-uh.
Oh, him. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Not thick
Yeah.
I'm not moving because I don't know where I am. So
But so yeah, you look at the guy that seemed to be kind of in charge. You make this threat to him. Go ahead and make an intimidation roll.
14.
14.
My intimidation's surprisingly high.
Well, you're kind of
Surprisingly?
No.
Yep.
Boss is scary.
Plus 8.
He's like, it's just a shipping vessel. What do you want?
Doesn't matter what I want, it matters what I'm going to do if you follow me.
Sure, man.
No thing!
Yeah. Whatever. Look, you can take
are.
whatever you want.
Sit on the ground
He sits on the crate that was flipped.
and throw your weapons down in front of me.
And he looks at the torch and he goes,
Yep.
Do it with your teeth.
You can put it. I'll let you put it out first. I don't want you to
he'll actually stick it out the port and drop it into the water.
Suits me. And I move backwards up the stairs.
Okay, you
Up. You'll
Yeah,
actually push
up.
him up the stairs.
Yeah.
and V, you see him as you can step aside as he is being pushed.
Yep. These guys come up here, and you see Voss with a man hostage. Hey, we're gonna.
That's fine.
Oh,
That happens a lot.
didn't know we were doing that today.
We don't really have a lot of options.
Help see things a little bit better.
Now, when they
I
get
have-
out, they can see the madness.
Oh, they can see the madness. So yeah, you guys come out and you see the very familiar, insane.
I've never seen this before.
Oh, that's right. You see all of these bodies that seem to defy. There's a woman that looks completely
list.
flayed. There's a man that is just bending and breaking things that seem to be unbendable and unbreakable.
Do the math.
Laughter circles the area as a thin woman in black and white striped tights and a crimson tutu rides a unicycle upside down along the edges of the dock and up the side, like up the ramp of the boat. As she juggles 5 gravity-defying
You've done
daggers.
I'm trying to put things together in my head, and I just look at the box, and I'm like, what demonry are we carrying?
Boss, it's just Harold's drum.
What?
Smooth. Smooth.
What?
They can hear you.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He comes up and he just
Wait,
sticks
did I hear
his.
you shout that the dogs are haunted?
Yes, you did.
Oh, if I heard him say that, then I
That's
probably
fine.
would have been like,
Still
the dogs
said,
are haunted. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm scared. That's all I'm saying.
I'm-
I'm scared all over again.
So you, this guy peeks his head up from below
But that's
and then
a-
starts looking around, and he's not going to do anything.
Yeah, movement,
because-
action. Well, intimidation was my bonus.
Yep.
I'm done.
Yep. And
We're
like I
all
said,
done.
he moved, and
We're all done.
your intimidation plus whatever the hell's going on right now, he doesn't do anything. V, it is your turn.
I'm gonna run with the box.
Right. Where you going? You going this ramp?
Yeah, that
Yeah, we'll go with the first ramp.
20. And then, so that'll put you right at the top of it. Because your speed is halved. And then you can dash. And
But she can go off to the side.
yeah, and kind of go here, and that would put you
Okay.
here.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Still doesn't get the attack of opportunity.
Actually,
This is late.
oh, okay, got it.
Now it's dead.
The ramp without the demonic unicycle.
That is your movement, your action, and no bonus actions. Correct? Got it.
Rage carry that box.
Fuck this box! I hate this
I
box!
specifically hate this box.
That's right.
Or punch the box.
This box is haunted.
That's what I think right now, because I don't know what the hell Harold's drum means.
Harold doesn't know what the drum means. He just knows what the drum do.
It was kind of genius though. Like I gotta hand it to you.
No, thank you.
That was good.
I was just thinking, like, what do I have anything that could cause mass hysteria right now? And I was like, oh, I can play a tune. How about
I'm
a little
playing
bit?
jaunty too.
I know.
We just started with this.
It'll kind of start here, and it'll actually.
We should have.
No, we shouldn't have.
I think we should have.
It's like 2 different styles of D&D. This style, that style.
Yeah.
Yeah, just play the drums and just walk in there.
No, it misses her.
Okay,
Yeah, they mainly go up.
got it.
So
What up?
No, I just
I
figured
think it was
Oh.
her butt just got
Yep.
saved by random chance.
Thanks.
Calculating damage real quick because let's see, the woman running like riding her unicycle across the edge starts throwing daggers, and as she's making her way up the bottom side of the ramp, she looks back and throws a dagger at the man that's standing at the bottom next to V.
Okay.
Jesus.
girl, actually, that is
Oh, that is
the girl.
that is Vidania.
That's Vidania.
We are so
Hey, Vidania.
Where's Danya?
The blonde.
The one with the ponytail.
next to you.
Nice.
Got it? As it just.
I heard about you.
She gets hit with a knife.
Yep.
Yep. The strong man with the muscles like flesh tearing through his skin just comes barreling up and just uppercuts this guy right here.
Jesus Christ.
Pulls him up into it, uppercuts him into the air, starts grabbing him and bending him backwards.
Oh, jeez.
Oh God.
I see this, and hearing Harold's drum, I turn to Harold and say, Harold, stop!
Now or
Now!
okay?
On your turn, you can stop.
I will.
Got it.
And all of this has happened.
And then
Trying hard not
The
to kill me,
contortionist turns into that lion figure again as his body becomes a ribbon, and it elongates and it becomes like this folded, almost origami shape where the Venetian mask is the face of the lion as it rips and tears into the next guy.
to Vinley, you take 2 points of damage, of bludgeoning damage. And then this one right here, the two that are like form the ball that roll, the very small, like tiny little forms, kind of just tumble and slam into him.
They don't appear to be doing like tons of damage, right? Because these guys, we could handle them when we were like nobodies.
Yeah.
So these guys, so they're getting hit, but it's more like, ow, mostly superficial damage.
They're getting hit pretty hard for their state, but the big
one,
guys.
Yeah, the big guy. Like they run into him, and he just kind of like pushes them away, and it's just like, what is happening?
Who are these bandits?
They're ghosts.
That's that. Vinley, it is your turn.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm going to. Well, I'm gonna run. Yeah. Yeah.
Good lord.
I'm gonna run. Where's the muscle man? I want to stay clearly away from him.
Right here. He's,
Okay,
yeah,
I'm gonna run
yeah.
to the other plank.
You know,
And as I run away, I'm gonna turn around and use Alter Self to make my face look like my mask, but in the circle of rust colors, and just start doing like dance moves backwards and start laughing.
okay. Does an 11 hit your armor class?
No.
Okay, yeah. As you run, the one who you look like is just like swings at you, but it's still like the fact that he's hitting himself. He kind of stumbles a bit, like hesitates just long
Yeah.
enough for you to move past him.
And when I turn back, I look like a member of the Circus of Rust.
Okay.
I use Alter Self to go.
All right.
Good job on remembering the name.
Thank you. I'll never forget their name.
All right. These are not the accurate minis, but
They'll work.
we'll have to bring those minis now from now on, I guess.
No, probably not, because if I can't turn this off, I'm gonna probably break that drum.
Just leave it there.
I'm just saying it's useful. Katie is saying, not Seisha.
Harold thinks it's useful too, but doesn't want any of these people to die.
Underneath.
Okay.
But then don't use it in situations where you don't want people to die.
If we can handle them, they can probably handle them.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
they're hitting them
then
instead of us.
collating, like as this all happens, collating next to you
Oh no.
is the top hat ringleader.
Oh no.
Oh, not him.
Who? Where?
Next to Harold.
It'll be next to Harold.
Of who? Where? Of who? What? Now? What? Huh?
Your Kirk.
Be gone, ghost!
Yep.
Get out of here!
Yeah, and he's just like, come one, come all, and just kind of starts,
Yeah, okay. Creepy ghosts! Ghosts!
To the carnival of rust.
I would rather not.
I would rather not, thanks.
Yep.
Hard.
Harold, it is your turn.
It's up to you whether you want to stop or not.
Oh, I'm gonna stop playing, but mostly because I have to cast things now. I already know that stopping playing won't stop this happening. The only way to stop it is to kill the guy in front of me, which I'm not gonna do. So I'm gonna.
Yeah.
I want to try to save the lady next to V and also save V at the same time.
Okay.
I'm going to move like I'm running.
Okay.
And then once I'm at, I don't have any spells. Never mind.
Yeah, we haven't done rested yet.
You got cantrips.
Actually, any warlock.
Yeah.
I have one warlock spell left.
I was like, yeah, they came back on a short rest.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
But I can still only cast level 1 spells, and I need a level 2 spell to pull this one off.
Yep.
So, in that case, no, I'm not gonna do that.
Oh, come on.
Okay, no, it's not something Harold would do.
Okay.
Seeing that people are getting hurt, I'm gonna just make a break for it, like I'm running, and get amongst the boxes, drop the drum, and take my action to stomp the shit out of it. Just break it.
Okay.
All right. Roll a d100.
Oh no.
A D100 after you stop playing.
Oh, I stopped playing.
Yeah.
Okay. 94.
94. Okay.
Noted.
Okay, and then I'm gonna run behind the boxes and be like, "I'm sorry, little guy," and drop it and
Start breaking it.
Stomp the shit out of it, trying to save these people.
It easily crumbles and crushes and breaks.
Yeah,
And
as soon as you step through
and
it,
I turn and look back. They're still there, aren't they?
yeah.
They're like, "Whoo, no problem." Ghosts! So I will probably be somewhere in the docks amongst those boxes.
yeah, so you come like right there.
Yeah.
No, but I'm going to.
I'm like, "Ghosts! Everyone should run! Everyone should run!"
All right, is that your turn?
Yes.
All right.
Noted. Yeah. Okay. And with that,
Bye, Vitanya. I love you.
yeah, 10, 15,
Yeah, she ain't going over there.
Off the map.
60?
Jump in the water.
Bye, Vidanya.
Go ahead.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Das
Oh, yeah, no,
Das
he's not.
Vidanya.
Nope. That's
All right.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. Off. Yep.
Bye.
Bop.
Yep.
Attack of opportunity. Bop.
It is like, fuck it.
How high is the boat from the water at this point?
Oh, they're diving in. But
Do I get the feeling
Not
that the
dangerous
guy,
high, I'm sure, yeah.
Okay.
Do I get the feeling that the guy I'm grappling wants to run?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, I'll wait till my turn. Gotta wait
Okay.
till my turn though.
Got it. And so he will hold his turn.
Ready in action.
As soon as I'm like, "Go, I'm in that fucking water."
Yep.
That guy's gone. Okay, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
that's it. All right, yeah.
Your turn.
Your turn.
Okay, seeing that everybody's fleeing.
Yeah, you just hear, not worth it, not worth it.
Okay, I pull the guy in very tightly and I say, if you tell anyone about this, these specters will haunt your dreams for eternity. You never saw us, understand?
Make an intimidation check.
With advantage, maybe? He is being choked to death.
And there are a bunch of
Yeah,
demonic things.
I normally
Yeah,
got that
yeah.
attitude,
I
but
feel like
all
that's
of his
legit.
people have just abandoned him.
feel
Yeah,
like
there's
it's
a lot of
legit.
factors in here.
Oh, that's gonna fucking rock it. 25.
You notice that the coloration on his pants changed.
And he goes, I don't even know who you are.
Good. Let that little mystery keep you up at night.
and then I release him.
Without missing a beat, jumps off.
I'm going to use my. I don't know if it's releasing him in action.
No, it's a reaction.
No.
Okay.
The free action.
Move action bonus. I head towards the back of the ship to get my hook and jump the fuck off.
Super legit. I forgot about
15, 20,
I
25,
never forget
30.
about the hook.
You didn't use a bonus action, so 5, 10, 15, 20.
There it is.
the hook. Got it.
And you can
he's
start
jumping
climbing
off.
down the hook, or you can just
I'm
grab
grabbing the hook and just jumping.
it. Okay,
Yep.
get easy enough.
I see him jump
Boom.
off.
I think
In the water.
I just
Yes.
realized Voss's true love is the grappling hook. They
It's
are
true.
the OTP.
Yeah, they are. It's true.
I mean, that thing has been with me and helped me much more than some people on this team have. I'm just
He
saying.
hides.
Oh yeah.
Some people.
Yeah,
Didn't say
Harold.
you.
You just pointed at me when you
Me.
said
Me.
something.
It's your turn.
Oh, okay.
Run.
I know it's not me because I've saved your life before.
Oh,
So I'm gonna run, and
Okay.
then I'm also gonna dash.
Okay, so 30. 10, 15, 20,
In the
25,
beginning of the
30.
game, when you died twice.
There.
I had to kill them so they wouldn't kill you.
Bup, bup, bup.
I don't know if
That's
that's so much
later.
saving my life. It's like eating bloodlust.
Okay, I could have just not attacked them and let them kill you.
Well,
There's so much love.
you guys, we're trying to escape the ghosts.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting.
I thought you were Mom.
I thought I was the puppy.
No.
I thought I was the family dog.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So can, if he was here, 5, 10, 15, can,
They're canning. You gotta get out of here.
10, 15 here.
But I'm one of you.
Daggers.
That's right. We're only $180 away from the Rick and Morty one shot. All right. We're all gonna die here. Wubba lubba dub dub.
The ringleader, seeing you break his drum, instantly locks eyes with you.
Oh, I pissed off a ghost.
And just decks you across the face.
Oh,
Take
jeez.
2 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ow! I straight up like, jerk?
Vinley, the strong man, and the 2 kid acrobats come tumbling over to you.
Yeah.
1 misses.
So
16 hit.
Just barely.
Okay. So
Can't shield?
the strong man comes up and grapples you just for a second, and then you feel your back pop all the way up the spine.
I don't like it.
You take,
3 points.
and then as these small creatures roll up and then stack on top of each other, they burst a flame across your entire body.
It misses.
Oh, it misses?
Yeah.
Okay, but with that, you were brought out of the way by the strong man just in time as the flames lick just past you. There's that one. Okay. Vinley, it is your turn.
Excuse me. I'm just gonna go. And I'm gonna go down the plank a little bit and then into the water.
Okay. Are you disengaging? Or are you just running?
I will disengage
Okay.
5, 10, 15, and then you're in the water.
in the water.
Boom.
And then if I have any more movement, I'm gonna start
Doggy paddling.
Vinley swimming.
Yeah.
Because I gotta use it. I do.
Yeah. And there's ladders
Yeah.
to get up.
I'm just trying to get to Voss first.
Got it. So in that way, that's you.
Harold.
Harold wipes the blood off his lips and looks up at this guy and locks eyes with him, draws the dagger, green flame blade, and just fucking drags it down his chest.
Got it.
Ooh.
All right.
Purple flame blade.
Purple flame blade, that's correct. 12 to hit?
12 hits.
Sweet. Oh, I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. I was looking at my Eldritch Blast. No, that's not accurate. That is a... No, I'm sorry. It is a 12 to hit, so that does hit. Okay, cool. So that hits. Sweet. So he will take 1d4 plus 5 and then a extra d8. So he's gonna do that.
as you pull the dagger out and as you bring it down, it actually flames begin to pull off of it as you slam it into it, like square into the forehead. As flames ignite over him as you pull it out, he's doused with purple flames. How much damage?
That's going to be 7 plus 5, 12 points of damage.
With that, you just cut through and smoke just starts pouring out of this wound as you're ripping it apart and start dripping into an ichor. And you notice that last time they just turned to smoke, but there's nothing to return back to. And they just start dripping away into this gross, nasty, black ichor.
Yep.
Harold spins the knife around his hands and catches it, and he's like, it was a shitty partnership anyway.
You killed them. You killed the ghost.
And he's gone.
Not a ghost.
And now I will use my movement to run to the box to help her carry it.
All right.
You mean sit on it while she carries it? Because there's nothing.
And with that, you can now move at normal speed.
Oh, thank God.
And I'm going to say, with you guys running off the map, you both in the water, everybody else, everything in chaos, we're going to end the combat. Because you guys can make it away.
See her.
What I do need you to do, though, is I do need you both to make athletics checks
Sure.
to swim.
Your action is to turn aquatic.
I turn aquatic and swim.
You have a
up to
swim
Voss.
speed.
Yep.
Got it.
6.
6. You see Voss struggling.
Yeah,
But
I'm gonna-
because Voss, you dove with the grappling hook, and
gotcha.
as you hit, it tangled up into you.
Gotcha.
And so you trying to get, and you actually end up entangling yourself, and you see Voss starting to sink.
I'm gonna swim down to him and grab him and start swimming as fast as I can to another dock.
Got it.
Easily
Easy
done.
enough.
Yep.
Can I begin untangling myself?
Oh, of
Absolutely.
course. Yeah.
Sweet.
And you begin entangling yourselves. You emerge from the docks.
I just miss Savard.
Okay.
He's somewhere. He was somewhere in that boat.
Yeah,
Just
stayed
like-
stayed on one of the crates nearby while all the chaos ensued. You snap him out of existence, and you come up from the dock down at dock 14, and you all start making your way. You meet up.
Holy shit.
I dry us both off,
Okay.
and I turn into some average-looking human,
Got
and
it.
we walk together.
You walk up as you watch Voss and an average-looking person start beginning to dry. And you see Harold and V carrying a very large crate, and across the side on one of the boards it says "a rotten gold," and that's where we're going to pause.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Yes,
Someone-
the $500 donation.
Yeah.
Yes, we want to thank you.
So we're going to take a break. Wow, what an exciting. We are currently sitting at $7,820. We are $180 away
one shot.
from
Our nightly goal.
8,000. So we've already broken 7,500, which means the Rick and Morty one shot.
All right, level up the
We
trying.
So
I just need you to get your shit together. All right.
with that, that will be happening, and that will be a one shot of the official Dungeons and Dragons verse, or Rick and Morty verse Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay, so that's the difference. Okay, so sorry, it's 440 away from the daily goal.
Yeah, I'm not
15.
talking about that.
Yeah.
We are
Yeah.
180 away from $8,000, which is our next stretch goal, which is the level up dice. And then we are 440 away from our daily goal of 1,500, where we are giving away 3 of the
Got it.
Avernus tapestries. We're giving away 3 of those to 3 different people, as well as the alternate cover Hydra
Guys,
74.
you want this book.
It's so cool. I want
Descent
it.
into Avernus. So
It's such a pretty
really
book.
like
it is such a gorgeous book.
It comes with a map.
Comes with a map of Baldur's Gate and of El Turiel.
Oh, okay.
Show off that sweet back art.
And then
Oh,
The sweet.
the
I have
beautiful
good back art too.
art of
Also,
Zariel.
a T-shirt from Dragon.
Mystic Dragon
Mystic
Games.
Dragon Games.
So let's keep that going. If you
got this,
donated,
guys.
thank you so much. Thank you so much to all who have donated up until this point. All we ask of you is just share it, get the word out there, and see if we can break this goal today. We're so close to our $10,000.
Yes, and if
Goal.
you don't have it tonight, or you can't donate, please share. The donations last until through Tuesday,
October 1st.
October 1st,
Yep.
and
But thank you all so much for everything so far. We've already done so much tonight, and that is incredible.
Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out what to do with all these donations because they're. If you donate for tonight, you can affect the game. Tell us what you're affecting.
That's right.
It helps.
It does. All right. Thank y'all so much. We'll be back. See you guys in about 15 or 20. Bye. And we're back.
Oh.
Just want to say thank you all so much for the donations that we got while we were on break. We are only $55 shy of our $8,000 stretch goal, which is a set of level up dice.
I'm gonna cry.
Very, very shortly there to our total $1,500 goal. You guys are amazing. Keep it up. Let's hit this goal. Let's give away these items. Let's do it for the children.
We can do this,
Y'all
guys.
are amazing.
Incredible.
I've been donating to Children's Miracle Network hospitals for over 20 years. And
awesome.
they're a cause that's very, very dear to my heart. And the fact that we have been able to do so much this year for this charity means the absolute world.
That's awesome.
And I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. This is amazing.
It's amazing.
Now, to get those caught up that are just tuning in, you can donate to affect this game, which has already happened. The BFGs found themselves on Dock 13 at on a ship, a shipping vessel that had a bunch of merchandise. As they snuck their way on, and Vinley sat down at a table full of
Bro dudes.
full of bro dudes guarding the ship, and began talking her way through a situation, which was really well done. And spotting the crate that they needed, showed Voss and Vinley where to go through the magical ability, or Voss and V where to go through the magic of Savard.
V team.
V team.
Give me a high five.
V3.
Boss.
Oh, yeah.
V3.
Do it again.
Inside joke. Sorry. Continue.
So they were able to find the crate, and through a series of gambling and distractions, were almost able to make it off the ship with the crate intact, without causing a stir or a disturbance or inciting a fight.
2 out of 3 is good enough. It's intact and it's off the boat. Woo, we win.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
With the weight of the crate in V's arms, the sound of the ship creaking beneath their feet incited a panic amongst the men as they looked back, and Vinley turned out the lights. And then from there, all chaos ensued, including Harold pulling out a drum that he's been carrying with him for almost a month now and never playing it until tonight, where he summoned a bunch of fiends.
Oops. I mean, who hasn't? Just a few. Just a
Known-
handful.
Fiends known as the Carnival of Rust that they have faced before acquiring this drum.
Yep.
And with the right amount of distraction,
We're able to
make their way.
scare off the guards and run away themselves with the crate intact.
The drum destroyed, and the fiends left behind.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Probably okay.
With that,
Super
everyone
not a
will
problem.
start with 2d6 Bardic Inspiration dice.
Is that two separate?
Two separate.
Okay.
We each get 2?
Yep.
Everybody gets 2.
Awesome. Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Whoa, that's so much better than Man
I'm
Spider.
gonna. These are now
where
my
everyone only
inspiration
gets
dice.
one.
Oh, I think those are perfect.
We're gonna put them over here. They got little hearts on them.
Oh.
Wait, here's my other one, but I'm not using
As
it.
we're going along,
I like those.
we catch up. What
And we have
is-
just hit our $8,000 stretch.
Oh, wow.
What?
Nice.
It's
I'm legitimately going to cry
I know
eventually.
it is.
Anonymous.
Thank you guys.
Okay.
Babs.
Thank you, Anonymous.
Anonymous.
As far as mooses go, you're the best.
You're the coolest moose I know.
You're the most Anani.
You know that Anani mouse has donated a lot this whole
Okay.
time. I see their name a lot.
Yes, you guys find yourselves along
Yeah,
dock.
shut up.
Trying to wrangle it back in. Along dock 14, Seisha is still by herself with a couple of guards that have escorted her off into a tavern where she has been asking about the watch. What do the 4 of you do now with this crate that along the side says a rotten gold?
What were you gonna say?
What is Harold's drum?
I have this drum that when I play it, you remember how we told you we went to I can't think of the name of the place right
The
now.
like fizzy.
Yeah, the one
whirling.
with all the crazy stuff in it.
Yeah.
It's trinkets and trunkets.
Trinkets and
Yeah,
trinkets.
trinkets and trunkets. Yeah.
Stupid gnome shop.
Yeah, that
Yes.
one. So I bought a drum, and when I played the drum there,
That happened.
that happened.
But inside.
To be fair, you played it before
So
you
I
bought
held on to it because I spent money on it, and I didn't want to lose it after I mean, it's just a waste of money. Anyway, the fact of the matter is that I was thinking to myself, the moment that things got hairy and we saw a situation where we needed a big distraction, I'd play a little ditty. And let me tell you, they were eating it up until they were getting eaten up.
All right, so does it stop or is it done?
Well, last time we
Looks
kicked all
over
their
at Doc's
asses and then they
13.
all went away.
You look down and about a block, maybe a block and a half away, you can still see the chaos of these creatures dancing and playing along the boat.
Last time they went away after we killed them. I could go back over and shoot at them. I just
Someone's gonna have to defeat him.
We were never there.
He leans and looks at the carnival still going.
We were never there.
Okay, but we should probably tell the watch.
Yeah.
We were never there.
So
Before we
we-
even do anything else, let's get this to the blue warehouse across from the Blue Mermaid, get that settled, and then get the hell out of here as fast as we can.
I look down at the box. I try the lid.
I slap your hand away immediately.
Ow! Ow!
Look, whatever's in here, it doesn't matter. Force Grey wants it, and I have a feeling they're gonna know if we look inside of it, and they asked us not to.
How heavy is it?
How heavy to me is it? Like it halved my speed.
It halved her speed more
it
so
more
because
cumbersome?
it's both heavy and cumbersome. She is able to carry it with. If you guys play around with it for a second, you see that
I was gonna
2 of
say.
you can carry it at half speed. 1 person of you cannot carry it. V can carry it by herself at half speed, and if someone aids her, you guys can walk it.
And that's
normal
because
speed.
of what's in it.
The heftiness
Okay,
of
the
it. Yeah,
heftiness.
the heftiness slows you down.
I'm only interested
Total.
in weight.
Yes, it is pretty heavy.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say you wanna try it for yourself?
Yeah, totally. I'm not trying yet. I'll try another time. It seems pretty heavy. On just from my base observation. Okay, yeah, we don't probably need to open it. I'm just worried that whatever's in there relates to the stone.
If it did, they would have gotten someone aside from a few ragtag members in a bar to pick it up.
You think? Well,
They already asked us to get the gold and give it to them.
But he's right though. If it had if there was even the chance that it could do something to help us get the stone, they wouldn't send us.
I don't believe the stone is in this. If you want to go get Seisha and take a group vote on it, I'm willing, but I vote no.
I agree. If we want Maloon to trust us and to hire us again, we probably shouldn't open it.
Gray owes us a favor. That's worth something.
I agree. Everybody, but let's go get Seisha so we can get everybody's opinion on
Plus,
what we
that's
do.
your organization, right?
It is.
Better if you look good in their eyes. I don't know how they're going to view unleashing a hellscape on the docks.
I mean, is it really a hellscape, or is it a fun carnival that has a few
It's
sharp
a
knives? being-
hellscape. It's a hellscape.
Okay. All right. I'll go get Seisha. Cops love me.
We'll wait then.
And I'll head in the direction of the bar. Do I have to go back across the?
Actually,
I'll put Savard on Harold's back.
yes, but
While
you
we're
could either
waiting-
pass, you could head towards Ship Street, right, and pass Dock 13, or you could cut around.
Net Street and go up and hit Keel Alley and move over that way. And
I
then
want to
head
get
up.
close enough that I can see if they're attacking people.
I stop you
Yep.
before you head off.
Uh-huh.
You or you go with. No one goes alone.
That's fair.
I'll come with.
All right, let's do it.
Wait.
You need to be here in case we need to make a quick getaway.
Yeah, the one else can move the box.
Let's do it.
2 people can move the box.
Yeah, but not as quickly as me and another person.
True. I'm just making sure that you guys understand the mechanics.
How conspicuous do we look with this box, by the way?
It's
Can we
because
go
of
to an alley?
the hour of day. That's probably more the conspicuous part versus it being the dock ward.
And you got boxes on the dock.
Okay. Is there any way we can make it look less conspicuous as we were standing here waiting? Like, is there?
If you guys are just standing there next to a box, no problem whatsoever. It's when you're moving the box that looks a little.
We'll wait then. Okay.
All right. Me and Vinley will head over that direction. I want to get close enough to see that people are being attacked because when I left the dock, everybody was gone except for the people who jumped in the water, and I'm assuming the demons aren't leaping into the water after them.
As you start to move closer, you can start to hear the faintest sounds, especially you catch it first, of "Watch! Watch! Ghost!"
Okay, we're good. They got it.
Echoing down the otherwise quiet dock.
We probably shouldn't. Yeah, they got it.
I'll leave Savard on top of the box.
Okay.
Next to Voss.
Okay.
Got it. If you, but if you look at the ship, they seem to be kind of staying in that area along this vessel. So would you like to cut across 13? Okay, you make your way this way.
No, they turn around and went the other way.
I just asked him if they want to cut across 13. He said yes.
I am going off of whatever will keep me the furthest away from all that shit now that I know the watch are coming.
Yeah.
Okay, then you turn back around.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once you turn around and head back up and turn left down Keel Alley, you actually. Yep. As you come and then go to kind of look left and right, you are standing on the corner of Dar and Keel Alley.
Oh, we're right here.
And to the left of you
It's a very clean, well-appointed but worn place. And there is a depiction across the top of the sign that hangs is a blue painted woman with a fishtail.
Isn't this the boring ass
Yeah.
Yes.
bar?
Yeah.
Harold's like, I swore I'd never come in this place.
Well,
Fuck it, I guess I'll be bored.
It looks nice.
Yeah, I know, that's the problem. And I'm gonna head inside.
How long do I have left on Alter Self?
how long does it last? An hour?
Yeah.
A good
Yeah,
while.
45 minutes.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'm still the mousy, brown-haired human girl.
Got it.
Okay. As you walk in, there's a good amount of people, but when you expect to see like the gritty, hardened people that you typically see of the dock ward, you see more of like the well-to-do people that frequent the dock ward, the people that actually have establishments here. This might be where other tavern goers or the other tavern owners or actually profitable stores within dock ward
And they
go
all
to drink.
Look at you. Notice your attire is fairly nice, and they just don't. But as you look around, you don't see.
You see the blue-skinned Triton woman that is at the bar.
I don't see her.
Nope.
I look around. Is there somebody playing music?
Not really.
This place. I'm gonna head over to the bar. Yeah, hey.
And she greets you. She's, how can I help you?
I'm looking for.
I can make you anything you need. Well, within reason. It is the dock ward.
Right.
You can call me Mother Jalen.
Mother who?
Mother Jaleth.
Mother Jaleth. Can I know like a whiskey, like a rougher whiskey, like something a nice place wouldn't carry? Something that Harold would probably drink a lot of.
Yeah.
Hair of the dog.
Can I have a shot of Hair of the Dog while I'm looking for somebody?
Okay. Easy enough.
She has it. Okay.
Yep.
He's like,
Starts
"All right."
making it.
He's like, all right.
You drink it. It's not the best. It's definitely well. well level, but
She had it.
But she has it. As you've have seen, most bars in the dock ward are basically like, nope, you get grog. That's what you want.
Right. Okay, I'll set it down, and I'll take a look around, and I'll be like, looking for a friend of mine here, a really pretty lady, and she's wearing armor, and I just describe Seisha.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I haven't seen her tonight.
Not at all?
No.
Her and 2 friends were supposed to come through.
Who are her friends?
I don't know their names.
That doesn't bode well in the dock ward.
They're her friends.
Okay. What kind of bars does she like? Ours is a little different.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Maybe.
A little. You know what? I'll take a look around, and if I see her, I'll say something. How much for the drink?
It's a silver.
Silver. I give her a silver.
Near it, you know that she came around here?
She was supposed to.
Okay, you probably want to check out either the Hanging Lantern, if that's her sort of thing,
Probably not.
or the Sleeping Winch. They're the closest bars nearby.
I'll take a look. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
You too.
Goodbye. I've just been standing behind you this entire time.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm a mousy brown-haired girl.
Yeah.
It's completely average. No one saw me.
Everything else, the
Wow, thanks.
the Triton who had a fin and like webbed ears and really kind of alluring, but was a very motherly feeling, very maternal, and how she's taking care of her guests and all that stuff. But other than that, very boring. Like it was bland.
Yeah.
It's
even the drink.
no flavor to the atmosphere whatsoever. People actually go here to just hang out.
Just relax.
Yeah.
In a bar? Come on. I turn to you and I right, it's you. My friend. So,
They probably went somewhere else.
yeah.
What's the hanging lantern?
That's
Noose? Hanging lantern noose?
the hanging lantern.
You can make a history roll.
I will make a history roll. This is
You can go ahead and make a history roll too if you want.
Oh, yeah.
18.
Not as high as 18, but it's a 15.
15. Okay, cool. You have a harder DC because you're not from Waterdeep,
Yeah.
but you both get that the Hanging Winch is a
Hanging
fest hall.
Lantern is a fest hall.
It's a fest hall.
Hanging.
Yeah.
Definitely didn't.
Hanging Lantern.
That's its nickname.
I will.
The Hung Winch.
Do I know?
I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there.
Do I know what the atmosphere is like?
Oh, Body Fest Hall. Like,
Okay, cool.
Please don't
but-
make me go there.
We're gonna try the other place first,
Cool.
and we'll try the other bar.
Sleeping Winch.
You would
The
think
hanging
Sleeping
lantern.
Winch
Yeah.
was the festival.
First. Yeah. Wait, what?
Sleeping Winch?
right? Hold on. Let me double.
Hanging lantern sounds
When was the last time
welcoming.
we were at the Sleeping Winch? Have we been there this game?
No, the Hanging Lantern. Sorry, the Hanging Lantern is the fest hall.
Yeah, Sleeping Winch is it's not.
The Sleeping Winch is a tavern. Here you
Yeah,
go.
we'll go to the tavern first.
Yeah, we will.
Got it. So you, it's a good like. The distance that you've gone, you go that distance again.
Jeez.
As you cut down Dar Alley a little bit further onto Pressbow Lane, you walk into what you would expect in the dock ward. It has that ramshackled, kind of barely hanging together, made from different parts that have been repaired over the years. There's lights. It's a little bit. It looks better than the place that Gariel runs.
Yeah.
But
Anything
it
looks
looks
better
like an average, seedy dock bar.
Just real
Yeah,
brief.
behind the bar is a middle-aged, middling height, very nondescript human that just he's got a mustache, almost like the male version of what Vinley currently is right now.
Wow. On our way there, just real briefly, I want to check in on the two lovebirds back at the box with Savard, see how they're doing. As we're walking, I just grab your arm.
Lovebirds.
Oh yeah, they love each other.
And as you walk into this
is what's
place,
happening?
so it's for everyone. The feeling that you get off of this place is the perfect place for Voss, and it's not because of his personality; it's because of his looks. Everyone here looks like they could just easily blend into a crowd.
I made a mistake. I've made a huge mistake. Harold's going to put his hands in his pockets over his money, what tiny amounts he has.
There is music happening. There are people dancing on the tables. There are people dancing.
Yeah.
And in the corner, you spot your red-haired friend finishing up a conversation with the City Watch.
I'm going to turn to you. Wait,
They're doing nothing. They're literally just standing there in silence.
That's great. They're not killing each other. I'm going to head towards Seisha.
Oh, that's really great. I
It
mean, I'm
really
so glad
is.
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
I'm great.
Oh, okay. Is it?
It's
to
time
go?
for us to go.
Okay.
And I've got your 8 gold here, and I'm going to slip 2 and leave them on the table. 1 for each of the guards.
Okay, the one guy takes 2 fingers, drags them over, and then flicks one of the coins over so it rolls, and the guy catches it.
Okay.
He raises a mug. Hope you've had a wonderful time.
It was a great conversation. Haven't had a conversation like that in some time.
Well, it was really nice to get to know you, gentlemen. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything.
It's been some time since people just want to know about what we do.
Well, like I said, anytime you want to come by, Spirits of Troll Skull. First round's on me.
Yeah, if we can ever get staggered off our ass.
I know.
Yeah, but if you're ever looking for the beat,
Thanks, guys.
you got it.
Shall we?
Let's shall.
Okay.
Bye.
I didn't even notice it.
It's that bar.
Yeah.
And I will lead her outside. And once outside, be like, okay.
How'd it go?
We got the box,
Oh, good.
It's intact.
and nobody got killed.
Hi, I'm Finley.
Well, yeah, you move like Bentley.
It's weird. It was weird that she knows that.
So the Circus of Rust is on the boat. Harold played the drum. Bye.
Are you walking away after that?
Yeah, I'm gonna start walking back towards the box.
There was a more tactful way to say that, but yeah, that's what happened. I needed a distraction.
You know what? I'm not mad.
No one died.
I'm just disappointed. Let's go.
And y'all pass by the Blue Mermaid on your way back to
Cutting back down
the
the
corner.
I figured we
Keel
should
alley.
avoid the bar that was directly across from where we were going.
Yeah, that's a smart
That's not
idea.
a bad idea.
Also, the watch, where like if you stop there and look, they, you know. Let's cut to the other 2.
Yes. I'm so interested to know what's going on here.
So you guys are left here for at least 30 minutes, probably 45, close. So when you arrive,
I'll be coming back
Yep.
as Finley.
Yep.
This is exactly what I cut in with Savard. Just little butterfly head.
And 45 minutes
going
of
on?
that.
I would say about 15, 20 minutes in, the watch, if you guys are looking towards Dock 13, they get involved. And
There's a
Then
there's a bit of a skirmish.
And then you see like one guy like get picked up by one of the contortionists, and then he like drops, and it's kind of comedic.
yeah.
But the watch overruns them.
It's kind of funny.
And you watch as you're just watching from afar as that puff of smoke and then just
See the situation handle itself.
Never doubted that it would.
Just imagining one of the guards like sitting there face to face with the Venetian mask. Just, ah! Knew it'd handle itself.
They got this. Okay.
I mean, if we could handle it, I'm sure plenty of other people could.
all right.
45 minutes pass.
Awkward as
Up
fuck.
walks
Harold,
back.
Vinley, and
and
Seisha.
Seisha.
Are you guys friends yet?
Who?
What?
Man, I just
I
can't.
told you, they literally just stood
It's ridiculous.
But they're both alive.
They are. We're all alive, and so is
Yeah.
everybody over there.
This
Is
is
that
great.
guard getting yelled? It's not. It's not a problem. Let's get out of here.
I agree.
Do you want help carrying that?
Yes.
Okay.
strong people.
And easy enough. The two of you guys walk it, and you guys walk
But as we're walking,
the same route you guys just came from.
As we're walking, Harold's going to be okay. So part of the reason we went and got you is we're having a vote on the state of the box and whether or not we're opening it.
No. We said we wouldn't.
But I want to know.
I mean, I want to know too, but
Well,
I
they
wanna
might
know.
tell
Move
us
it?
after we deliver
Does it sound like something
it
is
might
jiggling?
be a test, you guys.
Do you think they'll tell us after we deliver it?
I think that they'll
You know
tell us if
what?
we need to know. We'll have a better chance of finding out if we just wait.
Do it.
What if, after we give it to them, and if we find out they won't tell us, one of you guys can sneaky beaky like.
I'm not doing that.
I just don't care.
Listen,
I want to know.
I can fix things.
Just keep walking.
Oh, you can fix things.
Yes.
My drum.
She can fix things.
You left it over there. There's watch everywhere.
Oh shit.
But
I
you
didn't
can
want to
make
say
it-
this because I'm part of the organization and like it'd be kind of awful of me to look in it. But I can fix your mistake.
Wait, wait,
Do
wait,
not
guys, we shouldn't open
look
it.
in the box.
Only because
We said we wouldn't.
what if something comes out of it? And then we gotta put it back in there. And then it's gonna be a whole separate ordeal.
I mean,
Vote. Who wants to open the box?
I want to open the box.
I wanna open the box.
Who does not want to open the box? Who is the most handsome one that doesn't want to open the box? There we go.
You just changed your mind in a span of 2 minutes. You went from, let's open the box, to, maybe I don't wanna open the box.
No, as I was thinking about it, it wasn't until we realized that this is her job.
thank you, Harold.
I don't want you to lose your job. Whatever's in this box is not worth the clout we're gonna get from delivering it.
Okay, that's fair.
And if I find an opportunity to find out what's in the box later, then I will.
I mean, they never said we couldn't drill a hole in the box.
We're not doing that. We're
Just
not.
keep walking.
We're not doing that. No. Take.
If
make
we
it
open
lighter.
the box and it spills out, did we really look in or did we look at what fell out?
If we drop the box and it breaks open.
You know, that's a good semantic argument. I'm sure he's going to understand completely of your point of view.
Listen, I'm just trying to have fun with this.
I'm walking behind them, like sizing up how to best trip both of them at the same time to drop the box.
Put your
put-
leg out in front of V, immediately snap your leg.
Can I put my ear by it to see if I hear
Make a
anything?
perception check.
Okay.
If you hear breathing or you hear somebody go, honey, that's it, we're done. Put the box under the ocean, that's where it belongs.
8.
8.
When I see
When
her
I-
do that, I want to do it.
Y'all are both
All of
carrying
us are
like this, and both of them are like this.
Sure, does everybody want to have a chance to listen in?
Yeah, I definitely want to
Yeah,
listen.
sure, why not?
I want to pretend like I'm not, and then I want Savard
Yeah, I knew you were gonna do that.
to be like checking out.
She's like, I can't believe how immature you
Y'all are so
and this
selfish.
butterfly.
It's a weird.
Voss
That's perception?
genuinely will not listen to
18.
the box.
18? Okay.
What a journey, right? 7.
Is it like planks like this? Like, is there any room to see between
There's
the planks?
Yeah.
Even for an insect face?
Even for an insect face.
It's like they don't want people looking in it.
That's why I want to look in it.
I don't hear anything.
Waiting for her total.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
What is your
15.
total? 15?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you don't hear anything, you don't hear anything, you're not trying to hear anything. The two of you, as you listen in closely, what you hear are the constant footsteps across the ground in the dock ward and nothing else.
Okay, good.
Wow.
It's not breathing.
Wow.
That's all I really needed to know.
Yeah.
All of that build up for that. You knew.
Look, they wanted it.
I mean,
Whatever. All right, let's keep going.
No, don't be salty about this. Come on.
would the box count as total cover?
No, it is quarter cover. We've already established this during the fight.
If you're carrying it, if you hide behind it in a fight,
No, I'm
it's
saying like,
half.
if I use divine sense, would I be able to sense something in the box?
Oh, that
Oh,
sort
and
of
that is
thing.
total cover.
Like
Yeah.
if
Okay.
something was
Thank
inside
you.
of it,
Yeah.
like total cover.
Look, I'm gonna let you drink the potion.
I know I do. Okay. All right, that's fair.
At least
fight.
let me get a lot of sleep before you do.
Sleep is great. Sleep sounds good. Let's deliver this box and sleep.
Yeah.
Can we all agree that we all want sleep?
Across the
Right.
street from a tavern of blue painted stacked stones, so that it mimics a fish scales, is a rundown, completely boarded up, abandoned, haphazard skeletal warehouse. The only lights illuminating it come from the mismatched windows of the lantern-lit rooms and the Blue Mermaid across the street. More like the old bones and carcass of a large animal than a building in its current state. It gives you pause as to if you have the right warehouse or why Maloon would want to meet here. What do you guys do?
What is it?
It's just a rundown warehouse.
And
Us.
it looks completely boarded up.
I
That's
go
the
up.
thing.
Boss, you want to scout ahead?
I am.
I'll scout above.
Kind of move to the sides, listening before I can open anything up, seeing if I can peer inside.
Go ahead and make me a perception or investigation, your choice.
Sure.
You can do so as well because you're.
I'm just gonna do a perimeter.
Taking this back because we got a 13.
That's the same either way.
Oh.
18.
Thank you, Sway, for Bardic Inspiration for Rhea, myself, Katie.
You know, I got so much fucking bardic inspiration, I might as well use it.
And none for Gretchen Wieners.
None for Gretchen Wiener.
18.
Use my bonus.
22.
22. Okay, what is your total, Finley?
17
Okay.
for perception. Sorry, no, I was just looking
Yeah,
at bone
Thank
dice.
you. Someone gave that to me.
Yes. So with your 22 and your 17, you all spend some time looking over the building and you almost give up. You don't really notice anything.
There's nothing. I see nothing.
But then Voss leans up against a boarded window to rest as you guys had just talked about needing sleep. And you feel the boards shift as if suspended together on a swivel.
Nope, there's nothing. I don't see anything. Nope, still nothing. Still nothing. Okay.
If you're beside me,
Hello.
You're not. You're butterflying. I gently pull back.
Yep. And you see pitch black, but it is like a secret door.
It swivels open.
This seems like the place.
If everybody sees that, then I usher everyone forward. It's pitch black, you say?
Yeah, inside.
I usher you forward first.
Okay, I'm gonna head in
Okay,
first.
that's the one he just
At first, I just want you to, we pull it back a little bit, I just want you to look inside.
I'm gonna peek in and take a look.
said. Okay.
Do I need to make a perception check?
Yes, go ahead
Yeah.
and make a perception check.
Sure. I don't even need to do the Bardic Inspiration. 23.
Hold on. Because it's pitch black, even though you have dark vision, it is at disadvantage.
Okay, that's
Divine.
fine.
Yep.
Can I use my advantage to make that my roll?
Sure.
I will use that advantage die I haven't
There you
used
go.
yet.
There you go.
Thank you.
And you, as you peer in and look, waiting in the center of the room under a waterfall of moonlight pouring in from a small hole in the ceiling.
That's what your eyes dilate enough to see the smallest bit of light washing over.
You
Waterfall
see a
of
familiar-looking,
moonlight.
dirty blonde-haired gentleman in well-used full plate.
It's him.
So there, guy.
And you see as he
He wants us going. Let's do it.
Hold on one second.
I'm
I'm
going
gonna
to.
step up to the doorway, divine sense.
Divine sense into the
Yeah.
room. Yeah, there's nothing there.
Okay.
nothing pings.
We good?
There's not dead behind you. Ah!
I hate that.
I,
Oh no! I was 5 feet away from sensing all the fiends.
if we're moving forward, do I have torches? I do. I light a torch
Okay, easy enough.
and hand it to you
Sure.
as we progress forward.
Yep.
I want to keep a constant vigil. Anything I see or hear, obviously, be at disadvantage, but I want to keep my senses open.
Okay, as you walk in, you see what looks to be, like described, the carcass of an animal that's completely cleaned out. It's dirty. What remnants there are basically broken boards and left empty crates and things like that. And standing in the center alone is Maloon. The torch that you have doesn't radiate out enough to illuminate the entire place, but you have a good 20 feet of light.
Yep.
Okay.
And as you enter, carrying the crate, is that the crate? Wow,
No, we just grabbed a random one.
I like you.
I like you too.
It's bigger than I thought it would be.
Is it?
How'd it go?
Well, there was a little bit of a scene.
It went well.
But we got it. Nobody got killed. There was just a little bit of a scene. You're probably going to be seeing it in the news. But...
Maybe something about a carnival.
We were discreet.
Ghosts.
There was a carnival in town.
We were as discreet as we possibly could be.
Okay, anybody follow you?
No.
I doubt it. I sincerely doubt it.
All right, that's good enough. Good. You've made it this far. But now it's time to go a little bit further.
Okay.
Oh.
What are you talking about? It's barely...
It's been a long day.
Let's hear the man out.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Understandable. It's about 10 now. So,
Yeah.
It's only 10.
yeah.
Okay. She's going to be okay. You're going to be okay.
It's actually 9:34, Seisha.
Oh, wait. It's approximately 9:34.
That's weirdly specific. Anyways, I should probably let you know, since I'm putting this burden upon you when you're such tired, that over the last 2 months, the Grey has infiltrated the Xanathar Guild.
How do you know?
Yes.
Good for you.
Yep. And this shipment is for the Kingpin.
Oh.
So a lot of people are going to be looking for this.
Well, we're taking it to him.
Ah.
This is the closest I've gotten to discovering who the Xanathar truly is. But now that you know, I need your help.
We're happy to help if you need it.
Simple. We just take it and drop it.
Where?
Then why do you need us? If it's just a simple take and drop.
Because I can't carry it.
That makes sense.
Oh.
That's what, yeah, I didn't know it was going to be that big.
That's super legit.
What is it?
Don't know.
So how do you know you're not giving them something that would be really bad?
I assume because they think that since they're infiltrated, they'll be able to get it back if they need to.
I don't want to piss off the Xanathar. I don't want to make him think that I'm going through his stuff trying to get an edge on him. So I'm just doing the job. I'm just a grunt for him now.
Oh, you're the one who's infiltrated it.
Can I
Yes.
roll insight?
I'm doing
That's
as
a
well.
good idea. Both of y'all should do it.
Fuck it. I have so much.
No. I don't know jack shit. 4.
25.
There you go.
What did you get?
24.
24 and 25?
No, just 4.
4.
Just 4.
Just
24
4.
minus 20.
I don't know shit. I'm just like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Whatever you say, dude.
There.
So you get the sense that there's something that he may kind of not necessarily telling you the whole truth. But as far as everything that he said so far, yes, 100% not eluding you or anything like that.
Sir, first off, could we get the initial payment that you promised us?
I was going to pay you after it was done.
Well, to be fair, you just added another task.
100 now, 100 on the completion.
Well, we were promised 200.
100 now, 100 on completion.
But this is another task, is what he's saying.
Ethan goes to his persuasion stat. Here we go.
I'm going to assist him.
Could I? I'm gonna say. Should I roll first to know how bad I should be or how good I should be? I'm just gonna say it. I'm just gonna say, am I allowed to make a persuasion roll? Are you cool with that?
Yeah, totally.
Okay,
Do you want to roll with advantage, or do you want me to roll too?
I should probably roll with advantage.
What are you saying? Like, yeah.
Okay.
Say
Here,
what you're
let
going to
me
say and
Say-
then
yeah,
roll.
and y'all can, okay,
Let me
cool.
speak, if we're going to do
Okay.
it that way. Yeah.
So I'm
What?
going to say,
But you're helping
you have to
me
look at
with
it from the
that.
perspective
So
of,
it doesn't matter.
from a business standpoint. We haven't looked in the box yet, and trust me, when you tell someone not to look in the box, they want to look in the box. B, the job you offered for us has been completely done. as far as we're concerned, it's in the place you told us to put it.
And what you're asking us to do is levied with even a bit more danger than what you did before.
We're not asking for a whole lot more, just what you offered us, and then maybe a little extra so we can drop it off.
You start to see him. Your passive insight picks up that he's starting to panic a little bit, but go ahead and make your persuasion rolls.
Okay, so I'm getting the feeling like this guy probably.
Oh, we're gonna get another in, aren't we?
Roll with advantage.
No, we're gonna get
that's
this
right.
warehouse.
And I don't have another advantage, but I do have bardic
No.
inspiration.
No.
Oh,
I'm
Assistant.
helping you.
You're being
I'm
assisted
helping
by
you.
okay,
boss.
yes, sweet. Well, that's better. And I'll throw the bardic inspiration on there. 18.
Use another.
18. Okay.
Just keep throwing him at it.
Okay. And he starts panicking. He says, "Look, if I don't make this job, I'm a dead man."
No,
Okay?
no, the job's happening. I'm
yeah.
not going to do anything that will threaten your life.
I'll throw 200 more. So 200 now, 200 on completion.
Sounds fair to me.
All we have to do is make the delivery. All right.
The delivery will be made.
And then we can leave. Remember, you're not only saving my life, you're helping the Gray, you're helping the city.
That's more
That
than
I
enough.
want to roll an insight
And
check.
I know what you mean. That what?
That
Yes,
I want
roll.
to.
Okay. And he says, I'll be honest, I'm kind of curious what's inside myself.
Well, you know, the job's the job, unfortunately.
All right. So do we all take 20 gold each?
He gives you 200
It's
now.
200.
Yeah, he's
Between 5?
Sack 200.
25. No, there's
40.
5 of us.
50 each.
50 each.
50 each.
That's
Sorry.
250.
40.
It's 40 each.
40 each.
Sorry, in my mind.
Math.
I was LARPing all weekend. Y'all
Look,
can't hold me
when I roll the
accountable.
dice, it tells me what the number. I can't.
I rolled a dragon.
Wait. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. My brain wasn't working.
Your insight
I got
was?
it. It was an
Everybody
8.
gets
Okay.
40 gold.
Yep.
40. That's what I was.
Harold's
20
like-
for 100.
Yep.
40
Yeah.
for 200. That's what my brain was doing.
So,
Where are we taking this thing?
all right. Can I get your help?
Wait a minute. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah.
Okay.
You see that he's standing over a canvas.
Okay.
I need, let's move this.
All right.
When you said take this to him, are we taking this to him?
There's a teleporter under
Like
that,
it.
isn't there?
You are very clever. So, as I said, this is the closest I'd be getting to figuring out who the Xanathar is. That would be huge for the Greys. So,
Then we're ready to
you
do
think
it.
you're ready?
Let's go.
All right. After he asks you,
You all help in removing this old dirt-covered canvas, which reveals a 10-foot wide sigil carved into the stonework beneath, in the shape of a circle.
Do I recognize that?
Make an Arcana check.
you make it with
go-
advantage because of the conversation that literally just
Yeah.
happened.
Before we go, I'd like to cast Detect Magic on the box.
Ooh.
Okay. You cast it. Well,
no.
you cast detect magic.
Well, yes, I cast Detect Magic because it will see through the box.
Yes, there is nothing magical, but the circle glows.
13.
Okay.
13.
Thank you.
It's a moving thing.
Yep.
It makes people go somewhere else.
Yep.
Yep.
I guess.
You can't quite put the specifics on.
They said the word
Oh, but
teleport.
it lasts up to 10 minutes.
I always forget to cast that as a ritual.
Everyone inside the circle?
Yep.
Good.
Yeah.
Where's this thing gonna take us?
Hold your stomach.
You'll see.
Okay.
It's not.
Harold says uncomfortably.
With that, Maloon pulls out a scroll.
Oh, wait.
Hold your stomachs.
Crate. Bring the crate in. Let's not forget the crate.
Oh,
Move the crate.
wow, we're tired.
Okay, now, raise your hand if you've ever teleported before.
Like once.
I blacked out
really
after getting
long
drunk.
time ago. I was pushed through a tree once.
It's easy if you hold your breath
Oh.
and then exhale on the re-entry.
And hold your stomach. No, seriously.
Harold looks very uncomfortable now. Sorry,
Otherwise,
what?
it feels like you get sucker punched right in the stomach.
That's why you hold it.
All right, you ready?
Wait, I'm not.
With that, he pulls out the scroll written in scratch language of sharp angles like claw marks dug into sand. Finley, you instantly recognize it as Old Draconic, the basis of
recognize it
arcane
too.
script,
Yep.
as you do too. The script is written in two intricate ritualist circles, sigils stacked on top of each other as a skewed Venn diagram connected by overlapping ley lines.
Last Sundar is dumb and repugnatum.
And with that, there's a sharp, empty feeling, and a flash of blue energy, you find yourself in the empty depths of a pitch black room. Those of you with dark vision can see a hollowed out bubble of igneous rock deep with the cavernous pit.
Do I still have my torch?
Yeah.
Cool.
And
It's still lit, so everybody can see this.
Oh, hell yeah.
Most of the room is of natural creation, with a few areas obviously hewn to create a flat surface of the corresponding ritual circle below your feet. A sharp, acrid scent of chloric ozone lingers in the air from the magic, like the smell of the air near a lightning strike. Ahead of you all is an opening leading into more caves that you see both the faint luminescence of blue and some eerily pinkish purple hue before Maloon extinguishes. Maloon also lights a torch as well, so there's now 2 torches.
Does Maloon have any magic items on him?
He does not.
Okay.
Harold is leaning against the box. Oh,
It's okay. It's okay.
I hate it.
Pull on the lobes of your ears. It helps.
I don't want to do it again.
Yeah, I remember my first time too. All right, he slaps the box, and shall we?
What school of magic is this?
Thiebarfs.
Conjuration.
Conjuration? Thank you.
Oh, that?
Yes.
Divination.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Thank you.
divination.
Okay.
V just barfs.
Yep.
Oh.
Fair.
Straight up.
I just sit there. It's okay.
I don't like that.
She gets really bad motion sickness.
I didn't even know I got bad motion sickness. That was rough.
Pull on the lobes. The lobes.
The lobes are helping.
You
It
get
wasn't
used.
a lot, but it was some.
The more you do it, the more you get used to it.
She's
So
dealing with everything.
I don't want to do that again.
That's what
I
they told
hate
me
that.
about
Oh my
tequila,
God. What was
tequila,
that?
tequila.
Yeah, that's also what they told me. Let's get going.
As soon as you're done, it's really heavy.
Oh, sorry.
While everyone's moving around and like making whatever noise they're making, I'm gonna like whisper to Voss and say, "We need to keep an eye out for pieces of a puzzle. Do you remember what they look like?"
It was what was in the necklace, right?
Yes.
I know.
If I think we are where we are, we might see one.
Agreed. Do I recognize any of this?
You do not recognize any of this.
Okay.
I'm gonna move my glasses up.
Turning the corner, you wind through a small passageway before it opens up into a huge cavern of forest of stalactites and stalagmites. Every one of them covered in a swarm of fluttering, pulsing lights emanating from illuminated fungi that clings to the walls.
Yeah.
Throughout the room swirls a visual of carnival sugar floss pink and blue colors that dance across the walls. The sound in here becomes deafened, absorbed by the surrounding mushrooms, like walking through a foggy meadow or empty snowbank.
I read the book, The Edible Wilderness, A Survivalist Guide to Flora. What are these mushrooms?
Oh, they are definitely edible. Yep. They are Underdark mushrooms that are completely edible.
Oh, I've always wanted to try one of these.
Wait.
Awesome.
You don't know if it has.
That's not what you want to hear. Awesome.
Roll a D100.
Well, you said they were edible.
They are.
They are.
Yeah.
Mushrooms.
Crayons are edible. Like, are you kidding me?
No. Oh God, what have I done?
They probably have
What'd you get?
hallucinogenic.
59.
All right.
Oh no.
I love it. When he gets excited and he's like, the D100, bring it out.
I love that.
Okay.
Crowns.
It has
are
a
edible.
very soapy taste,
Oh.
but also a slight spice.
Yeah, a spicy, soapy taste.
Oh, God.
Cilantro.
I mean, yeah.
I love cilantro.
Yep.
Yeah. And you hear like this foreboding theme music as you walk around, as if there's this own personal orchestra inside your head.
You guys hear that, right?
No.
You're chewing very loudly.
Cool.
I think we lost Aisha.
I'm
Just
gonna
like
put-
you have your own personal theme
Maloon,
music.
Maloon looks at you and goes, "Oh yeah, that'll help a little bit with the transmutation sickness, but You see that? And he points to like the aurora borealis of pink and purple.
Exactly what Seisha hears.
That's Faerzris.
What?
Lazarus.
You can make history.
Yeah, I think I will.
While they're all looking at that, I'm gonna pick like a handful of them and put them in my bag.
I want to roll history too.
get two.
8.
Cool.
Okay.
Harold standing behind you. I don't know. You tell me. You did something that normally I would do.
Riding on a bus, sitting next to bus.
Yeah.
How often do you venture into the woods, look at mushrooms, remember that they're edible but have no idea what they do, and you just pick it up and eat it?
I'm really tired, and I remembered that I wanted to try them.
Womp womp.
And then I remembered.
I rolled a.
Really? Y'all don't hear that.
No, I really wish
No.
I did. 16
Well, now I want to try the mushroom, but I'm a little worried maybe on the way back.
on the way back.
17.
Oh, 10.
25.
17.
Okay, so everybody but V and Seisha. The pinkish purple hue of what can only be described as an underground aurora borealis is known as Faerzris. He's not lying to you. As soon as he says that, you're like, oh, okay, I've heard of that.
Shit.
Anybody who got a 16 or higher, you know that it's known to cause some irregularities in surrounding areas, heavily interferes with divination magic and teleportation magic within its effective area.
Yep.
I'll express as much to her.
The people ahead above 18? Okay, so just Vinley from now on. Legend says it was created by the Drow when they tampered with dark magics after they were driven underground eons ago.
Filthy.
Many major Drow cities are reported to dwell within mass quantities of Faerzris, and over the past 10 years, reports of demonic corruptions have caused the Faerzris to act more chaotic in the presence of magic.
Though Faerzris can't be dispelled, its effects are temporarily suppressed in the area of an anti-magic field. Crystals imbued with Faerzris are used to craft the fabled Wands of Wonder.
Oh my god.
I'm just gonna grab another handful of mushrooms and stick them in my pouch.
Okay.
This is one of the only items in D&D I know, and the Rod of Wonder is hands down my favorite item. I had one,
Yeah.
and it's magnificent.
You don't see any crystals here, but
That was my next question. Thank you.
yeah.
It's so bad. As soon as I have the money, I'm buying
and
one.
the quantity of Faerzris that is here isn't like absorbent or it's a little bit.
Yeah.
And
It's meant to be here so no one can teleport into here or see what's in here.
yes, and the teleportation was not
Outside
near
of it.
it.
Yep.
Whenever she picked up those mushrooms that I know is any sporing or anything like that, I would like to take 5. Not eating them now,
That's fine. You take
but
5.
I take 5.
Okay.
Yeah, they're taking them.
Are you taking or are you taking?
Can I take some for later?
Sure.
I'm taking, but not taken.
Okay.
You take
Oh,
2.
sure.
and you have
Now
4.
everybody wants the mushrooms.
For later.
Oh,
These
no.
are
You seem like you're having a
music.
good time.
Yeah, I want to try this for later.
Everyone's grabbing them now.
You
Maloon.
got 4 more, and that's about what you can gather in
Yeah.
the general vicinity. You'd have to wander off
Yeah.
more.
I'm not
Yep.
very often here.
I'm not either, but this is the closest I've ever gotten to poison.
From your book, you would have known, Seisha.
Yes.
The edible bioluminescent mushrooms are used as rations for down here. They're also light spell components.
Okay.
And other things among civilization that dwell within the underground that you don't really have.
Do they usually have adverse, like the things that feed on them normally, do they have adverse effects to them? Do they hear theme music?
Oh,
That is foreboding?
what that is happening, that's probably because
Because I'm not used to eating it.
Well, no, what you ate, all of that, you're like, this is fine. This is the natural random, like rations and light
there
spells.
are other reasons why that's happening.
Oh,
Seisha did not get high enough on her history check to know what those are.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Finley did.
Finley did.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Yeah, you can assume that it is. You've never had it before, so this is why you're
Yeah.
tripping.
Yeah.
Maloon laughs and he goes, "All right, now if we're done, foraging, let's shall we?"
Fair enough.
I love Balloon. I love that he's He's clearly an adventurer because he's like, oh, y'all fucking around? Yeah, been there.
As you are gathering the mushrooms, you start to wander off a little, but not too far, maybe 20 feet or so. As Maloon says this, and you look back to him, you notice what you thought was another stalagmite begin to swell as you look up and see a 6-foot mushroom with a perforated cap.
He goes, step back, slowly
I slowly step back.
and calmly.
I calmly step back.
Seisha, please don't eat this one.
You're not in any danger, but that right there is a shrieker.
Oof.
Won't harm you beyond making you deaf from the noise it makes to ward off predators, but it would attract a lot of nasties that like to dwell down here. So come on, this way.
Insight.
Go ahead.
Can I trust the mushroom? Ooh, yeah. That's going to be a 24.
Can you trust the mushroom?
You said it was a mushroom that stood up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It starts walking towards you.
Oh, it doesn't want. It
Oh,
swells.
that's right. Yeah, it
okay.
like swells up.
Oh, Maloon told us that.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said the mushrooms.
No, Maloon said it.
I said
So,
Did
Maloon
you
said step
actually
away.
eat a mushroom?
no, you can't trust the mushroom. It doesn't talk.
It's gonna get you.
It's gonna get you.
You start hearing.
Don't trust the mushrooms.
I thought you were asking because you were tripping, and I was like, roll with disadvantage. Like, oh my god.
Don't trust the mushrooms.
I'm having a hard time
Like
doing
Secret
that because it looks
Service.
like you're having a lot of fun.
All right, now come on, let's
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
gather
All right.
gather that one.
You continue on for another 15 minutes or so before the cave you're traversing in comes face to face with vast emptiness. It's hard to tell how far out the blackness reaches, and the back of your mind shudders for a second at the thought of looking into a void once more. The walls all around you seemed almost crystallized in ice, but upon closer, it is not cold. The only pause of relief you get is the soft sound of waves playfully lapping at the cliff below you. A light breeze brushes past you, carrying the smell of salt that lingers in the air. You start to notice Maloon's light is slowly fading away, as is Voss, as you look over at
Light
him.
on the box. Or no, on my shield, actually.
Got it?
All right, got it, yeah. It glows up and you look over at him traversing a wide, uneven,
A single foot wide,
yeah,
so about that big.
this big, salt-encrusted ledge. He has stored his torch in a small sconce attached to his backpack as he clings to the crystallized wall.
Oh.
I turned to Molly and I'm like, you want us to carry the box across this?
Hey, like I said, I didn't think it was gonna be this big. So you got rope, tie it to you.
I hate him. I say that soft enough so he doesn't hear it.
I think
Jesus.
Do
First,
I think that
calm yourself.
using this is kind of outside the realm of what it normally would be for, but if I put fairy fire on the ledge, would it make it easier to traverse because it's got a purple outline that glows? I don't think it works on things. I think it only works on people.
Yeah, no, and that doesn't.
Yes.
It doesn't give you a better grip. You
Right.
guys, with the light of the torches, you can see.
The light of Seisha's shield.
This
is
shield is
actually-
also-
Okay, that's
Space
very
is a fairly rocky outcropping.
Yes.
How porous is the rock? Pretty hard?
It is pretty easy to grasp onto. The only thing is as you're gripping onto this wall, you notice that these crystallized pieces that aren't cold to the touch, although they look like ice, are pretty sharp. So you have to be careful.
So,
I
what?
take...
Sorry.
That's okay, go ahead.
This is what V is saying. So what you're suggesting is I tie this box to a rope, and then
And we tie...
tie it to me?
Yeah, you know how to make a bucket carry?
Yeah.
Okay, so make a bucket carry, and then tie that like a backpack.
Jumping up to her shoulder.
We can do this.
I think all of us have rope, so let me say this first
Okay.
off. I take one of the climbing pitons. I have take out 2 climbing pitons.
I have never
I
felt more like a
smash
pack mule
one
in
into
my
the
life.
wall, attempt to jam it into
I
it.
don't know how I feel.
Yeah, easy enough.
Okay, I hand
This ain't
one...
noble life anymore, sister.
Do I feel like traversing this would be more a test of acrobatics or athletics?
Acrobatics.
Okay.
Wait, no acrobatics?
Hold on one
With
second.
what you're doing, you can change it
Okay,
to
cool.
athletics because instead of walking this narrow path, you're turning it into an actual climbing rig.
Yep.
I take rope that I have, tie it around the pitten, tie it around myself, and then begin traversing. And I want to get as far to the other side as I can so I can get another rope on the other side of this.
You will have to make acrobatics check because you do not have the secured climbing rig in place yet.
Gotcha.
You got that?
Yeah, might as well. That's still pretty good.
Yeah, he's
16.
16.
Yep.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
My acrobatics is plus 10.
yeah.
Oh.
I would like an athletics check for this, please.
Well, just
Hold on.
wait, just wait.
As you're walking across, grabbing onto this wall and jamming these pythons in, you take 4 points of slashing damage from these.
Shards.
Gotcha.
Yep.
But now that he has threaded this rope, there is now something to hang on to, which means none of you are going to be taking this and putting yourself in the way of these sharp crystals.
And you can choose to use acrobatics or athletics.
Sweet. Yeah.
And you've pretty much made it all the way across. With your-
Everyone, it's not that difficult. We can get across this.
All right. I've got your back, Gil. Let's do this.
Just real briefly, where I got stabbed or punched earlier, I'm just going to put a little ointment on there and heal myself up just in case.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'll go in front of her, you go behind her, and we'll jointly be there to help in case.
Everybody gets a D6 inspiration.
Yeah, I'm going to use one of those right now.
Sweet. I just lost all of my inspiration, and now I've got one
Okay,
back.
I roll a dirty 20.
Okay, noted.
Oh, not bad.
Can I roll multiple of the inspirations at the same time?
No.
Only use one at a time, just like a regular.
With my bardic inspiration, 17.
Okay, again,
20.
20,
14.
14, Seisha,
7.
7. Okay,
I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
everybody else, you are easily enough traversing. You go first.
No!
Okay, pause. You go before V, then V follows, and then Seisha's going. And because of this foreboding music, just constantly, her heart starts to race.
Someone just
Nice.
donated $20. I'm just putting that out there.
And that is choosing acrobatics or athletics.
That was a dex save.
Oh,
Oh no, that's the dex save, right?
yeah, that was the deck save.
okay.
Because I have a -1, so it's a 0.
And you hear,
$2.
and you hear her slam up against the edge as she goes to grab it. Oh my god! You take 4 points of slashing damage from the sharp crystalline rocks,
Got it?
and then you hear swish as
This is from bad to worse.
You in the fucking water.
10 points of bludgeoning damage as you fall 30
Got it.
feet down into this.
Is she submerged or is she like in wet floor?
You see her.
You see the light, and you see the light begin to sink.
Yep.
Fuck!
Seisha, are you all right?
I think she's going under. I'm gonna.
Make
I-
an athletics check to try to swim.
Slam
not
the
use that
grappling
one.
hook into the side of the cliff,
Okay.
tie it around myself, and rappel down.
Jesus. What was that? Athletics?
Yep.
7.
7. Okay. Yeah, she's
go.
starting to sink.
I'm gonna
Heavy
go
armor,
with
the
you
bane
because
of the heavy armor.
as you're like getting ready to climb down, I'm like, you can't lift her by yourself. I'm going with. You're a better swimmer than me.
I have the box.
I'm going with you. Let's go. And I will.
Wait a minute. I would like to use Channel Divinity,
Okay.
and I would like to use that in order to invoke my, what is it called? Knowledge of the Ages.
Okay.
I would like to be proficient in swimming.
Okay. Awesome.
Oh wow, that's pretty
Proficient
great.
in athletics.
Athletics.
Yep.
Yes. So do I get to roll again?
It would be your roll plus your proficiency now. So as if you were
10!
10, you are treading water.
Okay. I'm coming. Wait. Do not panic. You are fine. Breathe for me, please. And as I rappel down, I'm going to hand out my hand to her and let her climb up first.
I'm going to shout, in through your nose, out through your mouth.
Okay, Harold, what are you doing?
I will. I I don't know. I don't think I can help here as much as because I would have to jump in. So I'm just gonna hold onto the rope and make sure it's.
Okay, you're gonna be a safety line.
How far
Good
to
idea.
the other side am I?
Right now, Harold is stopped. You guys made it across, so you can move around Harold.
Okay, if I made it across, I'm gonna take the box off and I'll go
Okay.
and get her.
You see her start to climb the rope. I need you to make an athletics check with advantage because it is knotted still, as always.
Oh,
I'm letting her on. I'm treading
Yep.
water.
are you kidding me?
You get your proficiency bonus now, at least.
That's great. That makes
Do you have
it
any bardic inspiration?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You have an inspiration.
I still have 2.
Climb this rope.
Are you serious?
That's so funny. I like those dice though.
Thank you. 15.
15.
That's
Okay.
enough.
That's
funny.
yeah.
Yeah, even with your soaked self and your panic state, you're able to, hand over fist, make your way up this knotted rope. You come up to seeing Harold holding on to the hook, making sure that it does not give, and V holding her hand out in order to assist you. And Maloon is sitting there like, all right, that's a little, sorry I couldn't help.
Hey,
And
it's fine.
he points to his plate,
You were fine.
like, and he knocks it, and he knocks on yours. It's good swimming.
Voss, you okay down there?
I climb up the rope as soon as I can.
Go ahead and make an athletics advantage.
11.
11? Yes, easy enough. You're, the DC is 10.
While she was in the water, is that Sonic theme? Okay, she's good.
I'll try
So,
him.
Dun, dun,
Do, do,
dun,
do,
dun,
do, do, do.
All right.
I will dry them both off.
Got it. So,
all I can
are you leaving the line in?
I am leaving the line in, yes,
Okay.
but I'm taking the hook with me.
Got it. So, somebody is losing their 50 foot of
I will
hemp
lose my rope.
Okay.
rope. Okay,
I'll say
got
take
it.
it.
And you guys can make your way forward.
rope.
So, but Maloon stops you and goes, all right, before we go any further, are you all right?
Are you still
No, but we need to keep going.
All right. Just,
She's feeling a little tense.
I get it. I've done it before.
Yeah.
Hey, we just, yeah.
What? What?
We have broken our $1,500 daily goal.
Hey.
We will be giving away those items. Let's go ahead and start it now. Hashtag of. You already have the hashtag? I say
Okay.
hashtag of
We
Vernus.
got another
Yep.
inspiration.
So hashtag Avernus. Start entering it now.
We will pull the winners at the end of the episode.
Yes.
Thank you all so much. Y'all are amazing.
Hey, we're almost to the 9,000
Yeah.
NPC.
Maloon says, I remember my first fall in the drink too. So let's.
Oh, it'd be great if it were my first.
I remember my second, third, and fourth. So.
Today's almost done. We're going to get through this, and then we're going to go home. You can soak. Okay?
We're gonna sleep. That's what this is for at this point.
I will say that you definitely know that that is salt water down there. And continue on.
Eventually, you find your way across and back into the winding cavernous tunnels. Although your travel is slow going and extensive, it has only been about an hour's time or so navigating through this section. You find yourself walking through another section of hewn passageways where the walls begin to sweat and a small steam runs out towards, small stream runs out towards the salty water from whence you came. The stringent, acrid, foul stench of gray water begins to fill your nose as you get further and further in, reminding you of the first night you all worked together. Eventually making your way to a small sewer grate.
Everybody has another inspiration.
Wow.
Jesus.
Awesome.
I
Thank you,
just
Ross.
got rid of them.
Y'all are amazing.
Seriously, thank you.
That was the one I told you about.
You all make your way to a small sewer grate that runs cascading putrid water down bricked stone.
All right, hold your breath. Close your mouth.
Why?
We have to walk through this drainage.
I lift my hands up
With
to
that,
someone.
he pushes open a doorway tunnel into a carved section of tunnels. As his body stops the cascading of sewage as he walks through, you get a glimpse of tunnels leading towards and to the right and left.
Yep. So there's a small drainage that's running down this brick wall, and there was a secret door that he just walked through. And
He walks through sewage.
Yep.
Yep.
So he's waiting now.
Harold slow turns to Vinley.
Well, it's about, he's walking into like just over ankle deep. So yeah.
I can't help your feet, but I will take my coat and hold it over. This is the best I can do.
Thank you. I'll grab the coat and
Go
I
through.
hold my shield up.
Yep.
Harold just... I've done worse. I'm going to walk through and my hair back.
Nice.
I know.
All right,
Just,
so V, boss.
I walk through.
Walk through V.
Yeah.
I say for the other side for V, I'm like, I'm passing my coat back out.
Finley, you'll press right. Okay.
I hand my coat back out to you.
I just
Pick
go
up the
through
crate
it.
and walk forward.
Just go through it.
Yep.
And I hate it, and I'm just like this.
Sewers and swamps. It's always sewers and swamps.
Finley,
Listen, you didn't get eaten by a gator. I got eaten by a gator.
Okay,
and
so
it's gone.
not you. You covered her as well. Okay, not you. Harold and Voss, were you injured?
Yes.
Yes, I am actually.
Make me con saves, please.
Yep.
Oh, the dookie. I just let it seep into my food.
It's a dookie save.
No.
Medically known as the Dookie.
18.
Dookie rot.
2.
2.
Oh,
Noted.
Sorry.
Poison.
Sorry.
Dice, yeah.
the dookie.
The dookie.
Right. After twisting through a few tunnels, you soon hear what sounds like a roar of a waterfall from the reverb down the hewn hallways. Across the walls is a script that is completely foreign in lettering and orientation. The font shares a semblance of draconic or arcane script, but the one feeling you get is that it is very old. Very old.
let it be known that they're not dirty
Okay.
anymore.
Got
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine, but it's walking through
Walking
it. Yep.
through-
Yep.
How badly are you hurt?
Not bad.
Oh, okay.
I have a
I'm
paper
going to
cut.
examine the language.
Okay, as you look it over, like I said, it shares a strong semblance to Draconic or
Yeah.
Arcane script.
Yeah.
But being familiar with Draconic script, the orientation of the lettering and the way that it's inscribed seems ancient.
I'm going to pay very close attention to it so that I can recreate it later.
Okay.
You mean you look at it once?
Yes!
I take a passing
I
glance.
glance! Huh.
All right.
Too bad I can't remember how to walk across a bridge safely.
As you venture further, the roar of the thunderous sound becomes greater and greater to the point of near deafening. Vinley, you start to realize that it is not the sound of water crashing on rock or water, but actually the sound of a crowd cheering.
What the fuck?
You start to descend a set of stairs into a room illuminated by eerie, dark blue flame that flickers up the hallway staircase. The feeling of dread and the feeling of being watched begins to overtake you, yet you see nothing around you beyond your party. A fairly similar feeling to that of the foreboding Blackstaff Tower. Then suddenly you feel your stomach drop as you reach the bottom of the stairs to see the walls covered in eyes of all shapes and sizes. Many of the concave orbs have stone eyelids that open and close at irregular intervals as if alive. The carved inward relief designs give the illusion of eyes following your every movement.
Are any of them magical?
It has been longer than the 10
More
minutes.
than 10 minutes?
Yes,
Okay.
because took you an hour just to get here.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. This is a neat parlor trick. You tell yourself.
Harold is going to check to make. He's like, "Are you okay? You sure?"
Sure.
I've got your back. We're all here together now, okay?
You see Maloon take a small cloth and extinguish the flame. And
Should I put the shield out?
I think you should.
Torch.
Yep.
I'm going to. I'm just going to be like.
I'm going to reach out and take Voss's arm.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I was literally just going to be like, hey, do you want to. I got your back. And I hold my hand out.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll hold hands and head in.
Okay, you still using the backpack, or you? Okay, got it. With extinguishing the light and all of that, it is still pretty well lit. Not as well lit as your shield was, but you can see fine, even with this eerie blue light.
Yeah.
You continue to follow Maloon through a set of double doors. Upon each, you see one giant carved eye and 10 other small eyes randomly carved around it. On the other side is a large, curving hallway with pillars carved with eyes that follow the curvature of the hall. The eyes, similar to the room you are leaving, seem to track your every movement as you walk by.
Voss,
Yes.
what if he's not infiltrating them?
Then it's too late for us to back out now.
Okay.
Rounding the corner from the south, you start to hear heavy footsteps of short-strided two individuals.
Harold's going to turn and look at Maloon with this very serious, like, what the fuck?
We're in his lair.
Are those guys coming to pick this up?
I don't know who it is. Finley, you start to hear the sounds of whispers.
Make a perception check.
Harold's going to slip one hand inside his coat just for flavor on his knife. Like the hand that's not holding these, he's got his hand on his knife.
Yep.
22.
Nice.
You
hear a language you don't understand but can identify as Dwarvish of two gruff men talking.
Why dwarf?
There's
What?
people speaking
Dwarvish.
Dwarvish.
Are they like the dwarves you fought at the dagger?
Oh no.
Maloon says, "Oh, that's probably Noska and Amerigo."
Are they going?
So you know
Who
them.
was at the bar?
Yeah.
Who was at the bar?
I don't remember the names.
Who was at the bar here? You
Us three.
Correct. Back up. I
I
step
remember
forward.
the last month perfectly. Did they mention names of who they encountered at that bar?
They did not.
Okay.
I step forward next
Do we
to
have our masks on?
Maloon. I ask you to take the other point in an attempt to block the three of them from sight.
Okay. It's kind of a pretty open room. The only thing is down the center, every like 10 or 15 feet, there is a pillar that is covered in those eyes, and along the walls is the sconces of blue,
The
eerie,
best I
magical
can,
thing.
then.
Yep.
Coming from around the corner are two stocky, broad-shouldered short men. One clanks down the corridor in full plate, covered in a dull blue surcoat. He is not tall, but the massive bull horn extending from his gladiatorial helmet into a singular peak and add almost another 2 feet to his stature. His face is mostly obscured, but from what you can see is the short bluish-gray beard and eyebrows of a battle-hardened dwarf well into his years.
Bushy gray.
Bushy gray, sorry, not bluish-gray, bushy gray.
The other walks with a strong confidence, unburdened by armor. His bold, bare, hairless chest and arms are covered in tattoos of what looks to be multiple octopi, until you realize it is actually that of multiple eye tyrants traced across his body.
Jesus.
His long, dark, perfectly pointed black beard ends just past his chest and is anchored by a thick black iron ring tied to the end. However, what is most striking is not the scar covering his left eye or the tattoos across his chest. The eye that you can see is partially blinded as it's cataract over. But what grabs your attention is the heavy crossbow affixed to his amputated left arm from the elbow down.
What color skin do they have?
Regular.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Okay,
they're,
we're good,
they're,
we're good.
they're normal dwarves, not dark
Okay,
dwarves.
cool.
Yep.
Relax a little bit.
The scarred and maned dwarf approaches your group first.
Who are you? What do you walk the halls of the Xanathar?
I looked at Maloon.
Yep.
Shall I retrieve the Servitor of the Eye?
That won't be necessary. I'm sure that whoever Maloon brought in has come with purpose, and they will speak it.
And these are the two dwarves talking to each other.
We're here to make a delivery.
Kind of look towards you and kind of see. Let's see it.
We've been instructed not to open it.
Yeah, that's probably...
Let's see it.
Here it is.
He actually waves the crossbow and does this with it because it's literally his arm is the crossbow.
I walk over.
I walk with her.
And it's on my back.
Sildar's gold, I see. Well, all right, come with me. I'll show you where to store it. Maloon, you're not needed any further. Feel free to watch the Blood and Fortune.
And you see Maloon's eyes kind of widen as he looks. He's like, "Oh, sorry."
Harold gives him a kind of casual, like, it's cool.
Okay.
And
One
then,
last
So I
insight
follow
check.
him.
I want to see if this is sincere.
Yeah.
yeah, and Maloon looks to them. He goes, "Understood. It'd be nice to the new recruits, Noska. A big one might prove worthy of your
better,
pits
actually.
one day." And what was your insight?
17.
17?
9.
He does actually seem pretty genuine. Actually, as that he walks past and leans into you as he walks by.
He goes, "Go with them. Starting a fight here, and now, with your state, that's a death sentence.
Agreed.
I'll set up an escape route
Thank
if
you.
things go south.
Thank you.
No one dies tonight.
Agreed.
Not on my watch. You understand?"
Yes.
So and then he walks past. And,
Yep.
He goes off to the left as you are headed south.
And you notice when he said Noska, he was talking to the one with the crossbow arm.
Right.
Yep. The heavily tattooed, shirtless one.
Harold kind of looks at the mask on his shoulder and just because physically you can see him he goes Oscar immediately. Just is like, okay, I know how to handle this.
As Maloon exits with the tall horned man to a center doorway to the east, you hear a thunderous roar of cheers and jeers echoing from solid wall of bodies around a massive pit. The roaring bellow of a bull rings out as you hear the struggle of a smaller creature trying to survive. With the sounds of slaughter behind you, you are escorted around the corridor a few feet further to a door on now to the west. The large black marble doors open as you begin to walk towards them, retracting into the walls behind them. From inside, you hear a kinku of various tones because you can instantly tell, pleading for its life before a thick, crackling orange beam of light ignites the room. The kinku cries out in pain as you watch its form turn to dust before your eyes, with the last words heard being,
"Disintegrate! Disintegrate!"
The floor opens up into a 100-foot wide, 40-foot domed, pure black marbled audience chamber. Across the ground, inlaid with smelted gold, is a 50-foot wide image of a gilded circle with 10 centric spokes.
Concentric. So
Very
it's
similar to what you have seen. The image of the Xanathar. Along the walls is a plethora of beautifully carved, very lifelike statues of almost every race, all of which depicted in a state of fear, while looking up into the center of the room, where you see a massive, blue, translucent, glowing, ethereal eye. It has no body, or lid, or vein stalk, just a floating, ghostly blue eyeball. Behind it, on the opposite side of the room, staring into your mind with its pure, white, almost silvery pupilless eyes in black, leathery skin-tight robes, is the purple-skinned, tentacle-faced creature that bewitched Seisha's mind the night she tried to kill Voss. In his hand and by his sides are two of the arachnid-legged cranial controllers that look like large brain spiders. To one side of him is a man whose dark gray purple skin and slender frame is obscured by smoke that drips off the many layers of arcane robes. To the other side of the illithid is a creature that fills you with dread, horror, and confusion. Your mind nearly warps at the sight of the floating brain creature with large, slimy black beak. Listing and slowly writhing below it are 12 barbed, thin red tentacles, like a floating, beaked brain jellyfish.
Vinley's gonna step up and grab Seisha's hand. And just look at her with, like, cold, dead eyes. No. Don't let it bother you.
You can't.
Nazca,
You have to calm down.
what have you brought into my audience chamber?
Oh, high intelligent one, I found these 5 wandering the halls.
You have been brought before the great Xanathar. Bow before my excellence. Praise the Xanathar.
Which one is the Xanathar?
You see.
Is this the brain talking?
No.
You see what you see is this glowing ethereal eye.
Yeah.
You see these creatures on the far end and standing in the center, literally like floating just off a couple inches, just like he was before, is the Illithid at one side. There is a purple, grayish skinned creature, very slender in its form, but you can't make out any features as smoke is literally pouring off of his robes. And on the other side is a crazy looking brain beak jellyfish thing. And the sound of the that you're hearing is literally because of the dome archway, it fills like an audience
So
chamber.
who's talking?
I bow.
It's hard to tell.
I bow just in general towards, I would say, the center of the room.
As soon as I see him bowing, I'm like, shit. And I grab my mic.
If you're not bowing, I grab your hand and drag you to the floor.
I take the box off and like present it. Like I kneel down with it.
And you also see Nazca bow as well.
Yeah, and then when I stand up, I bow.
Harold's going to say, we bring this as requested of us.
You speak to me without praising!
To the great and powerful almighty Xanathar.
But I'm watching you.
Harold struggles not to make a million jokes out of that.
And with every sound of his shrill voice that booms and echoes through the dome chamber, there is an intense array of colorful explosions and bursts of smoke that quickly dissipate.
Very Wizard of Ozzy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, great one of much wealth and power. These fools have brought you Sildar's gold.
Excellent! The greatest being welcomes your gift to the greatest treasure. You shall be dispensed leniency.
Oh, powerful and great Xanathar, thank you for this leniency.
Yes, thank you. We are worms to you, great and powerful Xanathar.
Steel Toes, fetch the feast! For the Grand Sildar hungers for Locathar flesh.
Entering the room from the south is another short, stout figure, but this one is far less intimidating. The crazed look of a sad, senile, insane old dwarven man, shabbled forth with the clanking sound of what looks to be steel-toe slippers grafted to his feet. He has a crooked, snaggle-toothed grin and a button nose, where the rest of his face is obscured by wild, unkempt, white, bristly beard and eyebrows. Atop his head is a strange contraption that appears to be a brass sculpt cap with 10 bendable and posable copper wire stalks that end in glass beads. The closer he gets, the more you smell the stench of rot and mold that grows upon his cloak and leather armor. After tapping his skull cap, a faint orange cone begins to glow around the crate as it effortlessly lifts into the air as he turns around and floats the crate back into the room from whence he came without ever uttering a word.
That's not good.
What was the name of the gold?
Arturian?
Auratan.
Auratan.
Auratan. You can make a history check on what that is.
I would love to.
Mm-hmm.
Not with that die, though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nope.
26.
What was your total?
6.
Okay. You've never heard of what a rotten is, and you're thinking back on, he said, Locatha, and you're like, I don't You can roll on the Locatha.
In nature.
Yeah. You instantly know that a rotten is a word derived from a different language, right? And it means golden. So literally the box said golden gold.
That's a 14.
Okay, that's enough. You know that they are adorably cute fish people.
Liar. Liar.
I said what the email said.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That's great delivery.
Do not think your task is done, Troll Skull Keepers. Yes, I, the great intellect Xanathar, know who you are. But just as you're feeling fear at this very moment, in my captivating presence, I feel fear as well. I, the exuberant Xanathar, believe that you have a traitor in my... I believe that I have a traitor in my midst. Do you know of whom I speak?
No, I do not, Great Xanathar, but perhaps I would be able to help you find this person.
You fools! This is why I'm the genius, and you are but lowly rats. I speak of which that is called Aldoberto Fiaschetti.
You immediately recognize that name.
That is the true name of the rose.
Harold struggles not to smile. I know of this individual, great and powerful Xanathar. I know of him, and he is a traitor. Sinister and wrong. He lost the path that he should have been following, your great path, the only one that truly understands the way the world and universe works. And I will help you find him.
You know me as the great Xanathar. I accept your praise. But yes, the rose. I believe he has plans to overthrow my legacy.
No.
No one can destroy the Xanathar!
No one!
He must be punished!
I will help you!
Do you wish for him to be destroyed by the great powerful Xanathar?
I just want him to be destroyed. But yes! By the great powerful Xanathar would be even better!
How do you all feel?
Great, love this plan.
You speak to me without praising me? And
I
a
was
beam casts
just
out towards you.
About
Jesus.
to praise.
Yep.
Oh, great, Xanathar.
Can I?
Nope.
Damn.
Yep.
I got it.
You got it?
Yep. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Hey.
Man,
Goodbye.
Harold's demeanor changes. If Xanathar can read his thoughts, he's not happy.
Can I use inspiration with it?
You
Oh,
sure
yeah,
can.
sure. And you can make the roll before you do that.
Use the inspiration.
Oh no!
5.
You are instantly struck in with the absolute dreading fear that you have ever experienced in your life.
Cool.
Yes,
You
you
are terrified and you
Cool.
cower to your knees.
Awesome.
you all see V start to shake as she just instantly her eyes start to well up without fully cascading tears and just drops to her knees in a
Knowing how you're reacting and seeing how that happened, I say, "Great and powerful Xanathar, forgive us, for we are worms before your presence, as I said before. But think for a moment, if you would, within the annals of your mind, what words could we possibly say? Could this buffoon and simpleton possibly say to praise you? There are no words in the world, sir. Please forgive us this one singular trespass."
She has been punished!
Of course, please. The rest of us, of course, agree with our companion. The rose is evil and filled with sinister thoughts to disdain your glory. And, yes, death. Death is too grand of a punishment for him.
And you, silent one, speak.
I'm terrified, great and powerful Xanathar.
She is legitimately scared of you, sir. She's never seen something so encompassing and all-powerful and grand, and we are in awe. We are nothing to you.
As you should be. Bask in my greatness.
we're basking.
We bask, yes.
So, it has come to our decision that the rose shall be annihilated.
Your wisdom is beyond words, great and powerful Xanathar.
Give me the stone of Golor, and I will gift you an item of great treasure and help you remove this thorn from our sides. Ha 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 ha! Praise my humor.
I saw it, but I wasn't gonna say it. You're magnificent. Okay. Harold says, the stone? Great and powerful Xanathar?
Yes, the stone of Golor.
Great and powerful Xanathar, I don't
It was stolen from me.
Of course, we should...
We should track it down!
Yes, absolutely. We should.
And we will
Great and powerful Xanathar.
We will search
Oh, yeah, you see energy start to charge up.
He kind of shakes his head and says, we will do whatever we have to do to make sure that the rose is gone.
Great and powerful Xanathar.
Great and powerful Xanathar.
Okay.
It is through your excellence that all good things are done. And
because of your pause, roll a d100.
I will totally do that.
Man. Please don't make me have to talk to this thing.
61.
61? Okay. You're fine.
Okay,
The
good.
energy fades.
All right.
You
I
were
love
able
it.
to get it in time.
I love it. Listen.
Exemplary! I need it completed. I have one of the eyes. The stone was stolen from me by the greedy Zentarum, and they will feel the wrath of the Xanathar!
I only wish that I can be there to see your immensely powerful wrath dispensed upon them ruthlessly. Great and mighty Xanathar.
Bring me the stone complete with the 2 other eyes, and we will kill the former assassin. Why are you not laughing? Now, begone from my magnificent presence. Noska, remove them from my audience chamber.
He bows. Of course, great, excellent one. And with that, you are ushered off. And as you leave the large, dark, black marbled room, back into the curved hallway.
The eyes. Pause. I saw your face change. What was your final thoughts?
My final thoughts were,
Oh no.
my final thoughts were basically, doesn't matter who it is, anybody who goes after V is somebody I'm going to be going after later.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Am I frozen?
Is she able to?
No, you make another wisdom saving throw. At advantage. Because he does want you to leave.
You've got to be kidding me.
190.
Yeah, you might as well add it.
away from the next.
11. Oh, 12.
12. You, with this thought, you see that V is too frightened to move. And Noska points to you and then points to her.
I help you up as best I can.
Same.
Yeah.
Am I hallucinating?
No.
You're not hallucinating. It's just you don't want to look at this thing. You don't want to get closer to it. And the fact that someone is pulling you the opposite direction fills you with relief. And you're like, okay. And that is what is able to help you stand. And
Head bowed.
Okay.
Don't say
Got
anything, though.
But for you, you feel something in your head.
Okay.
And you hear this voice that starts to bubble up from deep back inside of your brain.
What was it saying? help it, I think back to the sewer and seeing that thing, because I think that's the thing that's talking to me right now. And Harold remembers all the details quite vividly, and all he can hear if he's still in his head is he doesn't hear words, he just feels hate.
Okay.
Okay. And you guys are escorted out of the room.
Before we're escorted out, as Vinley stands up, because she's been bowed for this entire time.
Yep.
The greatest, Xanathar. How are we expected to bring you the stone completed? We need the eye.
I have the final eye!
Yeah,
You said bring it to you completed, my great
With the other
overlord.
two
With
eyes.
the other two.
Yeah, that's what he said. Bring it completed with the other two, and I will take the rest.
That's not completed, my great overlord.
With the other two.
You dare question me?
No, sir.
I need you to make me a...
Come on, the next one.
How do we not learn our lesson with this?
This is why we can't have nice pet rocks.
A ray hits you, has no effect.
Oh.
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 I bow and walk
You
willingly
feel as if someone was trying to cloud your mind with lethargy and make you tired.
Oh, gotcha.
And you are able to walk out of the room completely
And I'll
fine.
turn and walk out.
Yep. Ba-ba-ba.
And as soon as I'm out, in my head, I think, did he really just try to put an elf to sleep?
We gotta go.
Yeah, we need to go now. Let's leave the great and powerful's presence and just be on our way.
You are escorted by the tattooed dwarven man to the doors that Maloon disappeared through. The doors enter into the thunderous roar of a massive crowd, all waving around purple vouchers, standing on stone bleachers above a 15-foot deep pit. The walls here again all line with eyes and ancient script, with a 40-foot dome. Standing against the back of the solid stone bleachers, as he smiles and nods in your direction, waving you over, is Maloon.
Job is done. Let's beat a hasty exit.
As you make your way over there, the sounds of ultra-violence echo out from the blood-stained sand pits below. The deadened, slapping sound of flesh slamming against flesh as a young halfling woman fights for her life, struggling against the grip of a mighty minotaur. Suddenly, she is tossed up and batted by a massive kanabo that looks like a massive bat covered in iron studs. Her body slams against the wall with a loud thud, leaving her no longer moving as the beast of a man roars out to the crowd as they roar back in cheers and jeers. And that is when you make your way, or that is when you make it to Maloon.
Did it go well?
It went.
That's not a good place to talk now.
Yeah, no fucking kidding.
This is Blood and Fortune. And
You two
yeah,
actually recognize that name.
Okay.
That is the place to go for underground fighting. It is fight to the death, but the payouts are tenfold.
yes. And it was things that you and V had talked about before if she ever got good enough. But
Right, but that was before, back then.
yeah,
that
it was way back
out
then.
of our- yeah.
Yep.
I am checking to see how V is doing. He's got his, I can't wrap my arm around her shoulder, so I'm just holding onto her hand, just dwarfed in hers. And he just seems like he's so hardly paying attention to this and is more worried about her.
What was the place called again?
Blood and Fortune.
Gotcha. Sorry.
Yep. As the crowd begins to disperse, you notice almost everyone has a hand on their weapon or brandishing them openly. Your passive insights notice that it is not aggressive or even feel like they're looking for a fight despite where you are. However, it's more of a so natural state as if their weapons are an extension of themselves, and they are more comfortable with them in hand. Maloon begins to move through the crowd as a small skirmish breaks out over a disagreement on gambling winnings as a middle-aged man is shanked and left bleeding to death by a large-haired, orange-skinned hobgoblin. No one seems to care as they walk around and over the body, while a goblin and a dwarf pilfer his body.
I'm gonna walk
I'm
over
gonna
there.
walk over
Yeah.
and put my hand on the man, and I'm gonna try to use medicine.
And I'm gonna stand there and look scary next to her, and kind of I just want to intimidate those two guys off
Okay,
the body.
make an
I'll
intimidation.
assist, seeing that I can't stop you idiots from doing this. Roll out with advantage.
Alrighty. Whee! Natural 20, making my total 28.
They scamper and run.
Yeah, Harold just walks up and he's like, leave.
And they see the,
and look up and just nope, and just take
16.
off. You stop the bleeding and leave them stable.
Let's get out of here.
Things are different down here. Not sure if you know what this is, but there's a whole nother world that lives beneath the City of Splendors. Past the sewers, past the shit, past the caves of the Darkling Cave dwellers. A whole city of depraved, crazed, merciless, debaucherous, pirates, murderers, slavers. Every dark thing that hides and dwells in the shadow in the hearts of men.
Seems to me like that means it's even more important that we be ourselves.
No. It's better to blend right now until it's ready to make our move. So let's be quiet, keep walking. Because if you act within the rules of the city above, down here, you'll just be added to the pile of skulls. Follow me. We'll get you out.
I take V's hand again and head on out.
As you are leaving, everyone with a passive perception of 15 or more notices a very rotund human man speaking to the dwarf with a tall horned helm. His round body is wrapped in some of the finest clothes you've seen down here besides V's. He is draped in a deep, dull blue and burgundy surcoat wrapped with a matted, long-hair, fur-trimmed robe. He has gray stubble growing from around the back half of his layered and folded skin across the back of his mostly bald head. In his hands, he plays with a leather barbed whip as he twists it between his fingers before pointing it in the direction towards the door of which everyone is leaving with the pommeled end of the whip.
What catches your attention the most, though, is that when he looks towards the door, you get a glimpse of the left side of his face. Attached to his ear is a pierced chain that ends with a monocle that rests upon an uncanny valley visage. Starting from his upper lip and up his nose, covering his eye and his left cheek, is an offsetting prosthetic. It looks fairly well constructed. If it were not for the dead-looking glass eye, the droopy offset position of the left nostril, the fake hair attached to the upper lip to mimic his thin mustache, and the absence of stubble across his cheek, indicating by the harsh outline of the mask. Voss, you instantly recognize this man as the one who you sold things to in the past. His name escapes you because you only remember him to be being referred to as the Deacon.
Is he pointing at me?
No, he's pointing towards the door where everyone seems to be leaving. There are very few that seem to be exiting back towards the way you came from.
I make note, do nothing else.
Okay.
Anybody else?
No. I'm just
I
trying to get
see nothing.
her. Just trying to get her out.
All right. After leaving the gladiatorial room, you find yourselves exiting down a new set of corridors from the ones you entered from. Eventually, ascending a set of stairs to the east, you come to a fork where one hallway leads to a doorway that a few patrons from the Blood and Fortune pits enter into. While following Maloon down the other pathway, your attention is briefly gathered by the sounds of a brawling bar fight of a bawdy tavern that echoes down the hewn stone walkways behind you. You only get a quick glimpse of the dark and seedy tavern cellar, but what you do notice is the red-skinned tiefling with deep black eyes and matching long hair. Using a series of hand gestures, he greets his arriving guests, similar to how the four-armed automaton communicated with Seisha. Voss, you can make a history check, and only you.
Oh, Jesus. Not bad.
19.
You know this to be Quietude, the deaf bartender who runs the Gut and Garters Tavern, the only tavern standing or running for business in all of Skullport. The tunnels once again turn.
Boss is doing the scary breath thing.
Let's go. Now.
Okay.
The tunnels once again turn to cavernous terrain before you find a set of slick stairs carved from the cavern walls. The acrid, fetid stench begins to sting your nostrils like sulfur as you begin to ascend the natural staircase that leads up to a dead end, opening through a secret door that spills out into the sewers once again. But it is not the same as you once entered before. A small stream of gray water trickles down the stairs and across your shoes. Maloon then walks you through what feels like another hour of traversing that wretched foul stench of human waste. Eventually, you all exit from the sewer manhole cover on Trollskull Alley as Maloon thanks you and hands you a small bag of considerable heft as the sounds of coins falls in your hands. And as he does this, he goes, I need you to tell me everything you learned. What did you see? Who is the Xanathar? I need as much information as possible.
Let's get off the street first.
You're still in the sewer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you haven't. You're at the ladder that leads up
Let's
to.
get upstairs into a more controlled environment first.
All right, seems fair. As you guys make your way onto the street, he looks to you, Vinley. He goes, if you don't mind, I don't want to dirty up your establishment. Everybody.
Yep.
And you guys go to the tavern or go upstairs?
Upstairs.
Upstairs. Upstairs.
Right?
But first, before we do that, let's run a perimeter around the entire building to make sure people aren't waiting for us, okay?
Agreed.
And
As you come out, you notice that the bodies, the few drow bodies, and all of that has been moved. There is a patrol.
Okay.
That is of City Watch members. As you start to make your way, you do see an active patrol of the City Watch patrolling this alley.
Cool. I'll just do a quick peek around.
They nod to y'all.
Is the nimble right here?
That was nowhere near.
That was several alleys.
Damn it.
And it was also about a block.
Yeah, we didn't search the drow and get their silver wands, did we?
The nimble right is worth like 500 fucking gold.
Yeah, I know.
So, yeah.
I don't think we downed a silver wand.
Yeah,
We only killed crossbowmen.
Yep.
Okay.
Trust me, I love.
Perception or investigation be a 17.
And you're looking for.
We're patrolling around the
Oh,
perimeter.
got it.
Nice.
Is that perception or investigation?
It's perception.
Perception. 15.
Okay. Make a perimeter. Nothing seems amiss. Everything seems quiet.
I give the
As
thumbs
we
up.
do this,
I'm going to go, while they're doing that, I'm going to go down through the tavern to the kitchen and ask for a plate of meat.
while we're doing this, as soon as we're out of earshot of the rest of the group, I pull you in. I say, we have one other thing to do tonight when everybody else goes to sleep. We need to go seek an ally. Well, Growlhund. Well, he's open to suggestion.
He'll still try to screw us for the stone.
Maybe, but he doesn't know that we have it, and we're the best chance he's got of getting what he wants. But later, tonight.
I agree. Let's do it.
You get the food.
I will wave everybody up.
Yep.
Everybody, you all go up.
I'm going to go bring Biblio down into the room and feed him.
Good idea.
You go to move him.
Damn good
and he
idea.
doesn't move.
Come here, baby.
And again, it gets up and walks. And
Yeah, no, I knew
Yeah.
he was
Yeah,
on
so
the
yeah.
pillar with the little feet,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
was going to get him to bring him in with us.
It's slow going. He
And
moves
feed
about.
him.
he moves about 10 feet.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Well, and then continues, and then he's a very slow
Yeah,
creature.
it's going to take you about 15 minutes to get
That's
him downstairs.
fine.
That's fine.
She wants some comfort. And her mimic is comforting.
Yeah, that's fine.
We bring him in while we hear the... I imagine this thing is not graceful. I imagine it's like carrying a chest of books down the stairs.
She's not carrying
graceful as
but it's
Seisha.
like as one step goes, it
Yeah.
does go thunk, thunk, and it's this wet, gross, sticky sound. Yeah, as it hits, and as it comes.
As it's at the top of the stairs, you actually watch as the entire form of it quivers and shudders before it just collapses into nothing and then bounces up, and there is a large chest that then slides down the stairs.
Oh shit! That's actually pretty great.
That's my smart baby.
You see Maloon's eyes light up like.
It's okay.
That's my good baby.
You have a mimic.
It's her pet book.
That's not a book.
Yeah,
No, it's
we know.
not.
It eats the rats. Trust us, it's okay.
He's my
Is
good
it?
baby.
I'm
Is
gonna
this?
sit over here.
Is this a extremely dangerous entity that will no doubt murder us all in our sleep at some point in time? You
if
being
it-
the seasoned adventurer that you are.
I would say yes, but you're still alive, so I can't say yes.
God damn it.
It actually, as you bring it, it actually slides over and then rests next to Harold.
I scratch the top of it and then I'm like, oh, good boy.
No, you.
He like stretches out. Like, he's fine. I kind of look over at Seisha and I'm like, it's okay. Go back to her.
I mean, it
She just sets the plate of food on the floor.
like it doesn't leave you. It
Oh, okay.
It
positions
just comes
itself
over,
between
hey buddy,
Harold
and
and
like
you.
like the dog greeting people.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sit over here.
Yeah, it's
All right.
We learned that Xanathar has one of the eyes. And we also learned that maybe you should take this next part.
well,
Can I make
he's
an Arcana roll based on the different beams that he shot and the fact that I've seen those balls with the stalks to determine that he is what I think he is?
You did not see any creature in there that could be that thing, and you did not see.
It was in like a foggy thing, though, wasn't it?
It was. Think of literally like a hologram
Of a floating eye.
And,
okay.
and
So all
so-
the beams just came out of that eye. There wasn't like a nebulous.
No, the beams came out of various places of the dome darkness.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
so I'll explain. I'm like, I think Xanathar is a big eye.
Or
Like very.
Well, how about you just
Or a floating brain talking through a dude with a big eye.
Or there could have.
Or top 3.
Yeah. So here's what happened, and I'm literally no detail spared going to explain exactly what we went through word for word.
Okay.
I
Including.
will assist to make sure he gets every detail correct.
And I will include the voice in my head.
Okay.
I will even tell them I heard this because I was probably thinking things I shouldn't while I was in there.
All right. So, what I'm getting is that, and he describes the room. And he goes, and the Illithid was in the center. You've
Yeah.
encountered him before.
Yeah.
Where did that happen?
The sewers.
Okay.
I described the area that we found him
In
in.
a Zentarum hideout that we came across, we found a secret door.
I think it was a Xanathar.
Or Xanathar. It was a
Actually, we
Xanathar.
can't correct you on that. That is outside of your month. But
Yeah.
he did correct you correctly. Yeah.
Xanathar, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
That's fine. All right. So if that guy was there at that layer and he's there this time, maybe. Well, Illithid definitely can speak within your mind. They can read your mind. They can. So I hope to all things holy that you did not screw over the infiltration. You didn't give me up, did you?
No. I was just thinking about how much I hated what they did to her.
When he asked you who the
Traitor.
who the traitor was, did anybody think my name?
No.
No.
I was thinking about pointing out the dwarf with the crossbow.
I was thinking how great and powerful Xanathar was.
I was only thinking about what I should be talking about, but it looks like Seisha was thinking your name.
I was terrified and fear and couldn't think of literally anything but how scared I was.
That's not a wrong response. Hopefully, didn't hear you. Hopefully, he wasn't reading your mind at that time.
I was trying to divert all attention to me, so I'm hoping that all mind reading was focused on me at the time.
All right, that sounds good. Hopefully, we're good.
I'm just glad we all made it out.
Do you know where the stone is?
I did at one time. I don't now.
Can you make a deception roll?
It's not a deception. Harold doesn't know where it is right now.
Okay.
Then make a persuasion roll.
I will make a persuasion roll. 24.
Okay, he believes you. All right, so maybe from what you're describing, that just sounds like a big grand illusion. There's whispers that it could be a beholder, but that
What?
eye tyrant creature,
Pull out a stuffed animal.
that
Wait,
Me and
years away.
I got 3.
Oh.
it's a weird way to spend money.
It was really
Yeah.
So
two
I mean,
very happy children right now.
maybe it's just some big grand illusion. Maybe it is the illithid. I don't know. But thanks for the information.
Yep.
Are you gonna do it?
What?
Do it.
Give it the stone?
Yeah.
No.
All right.
Let me put it this way, okay? If there is ever anyone on this entire fucking planet that's gonna put the rose in the dirt, it's gonna be me.
Insight when he said no, he wasn't going to give the stone to him.
Sure.
What was his reaction?
Got it.
That's going to be a 21.
He seems unfazed.
Surprised, yeah. It
Yeah.
seems like not surprised. Like, oh no, you're
Not
what?
angry.
No,
not
no,
frustrated.
just
Okay.
like okay, got
Cool.
it. I mean,
All
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So curious what the play is.
Yeah.
Like he's looking at the situation through the eyes of a very veteran adventurer.
Yeah, and
Okay.
and
I know exactly what he's thinking right now, honestly.
what move is he gonna make? You're like, yeah, I was
Check
like,
out the balls on Harold.
all right. Well, if payment was sufficient,
More
Yes.
than enough, thank you.
Thank you.
if you need the help with the stone, find out where it is. Just ask. I'll be there.
Appreciate it.
Let your friend Renair know.
Yeah. Yeah.
If the time came where a decision with the stone needed to be made, could we count on you for martial assistance?
Oh yeah.
Thank you. I extend a hand.
And as he's shaking your hand, he goes, "But you know it's for the gray."
Of course.
All right. Well, it's good meeting you. Good seeing you. Good working with you. Maloon out.
I'll wave as he goes.
And he's walking away and looks back and grabs like a handful of the meat. Starts heading out.
And as he turns to leave and the door closes, leaving you all in the common room, we're going to end tonight's session there.
Love it.
And we'll pick up next week.
With some people taking a nap, a long rest. Others not. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for donating. Start doing the raffle. We're going to get that in just a second.
If you haven't entered already, hashtag Avernus into chat, into the RockPunch ATL chat, and we will pull those winners. We are going to do 4 drawings tonight.
We're $98 away from
What?
8,500.
Nice.
Nice.
The 3 of which
that's
are getting
amazing.
this. The descent into
Next stretch goal is 9,000.
the descent into Avernus tapestry of the blood war of the demons and devils fighting
So cool.
in the first layer of hell. This was a D&D Live exclusive. You cannot find this anywhere. You can't buy it anywhere. And we have 3 to give away. Also, we're giving away the Descent into Avernus Hydro 74 alternate cover.
Yep.
It's so cool.
Yeah. And the Descent into Avernus game is super awesome. Sadly, we will not be getting into it. We have a lot more to get into once Dragon Heist is done.
I'm no fucking kidding.
We touched on a couple of other people's backstory tonight. That's real fun, isn't it? Yeah.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't know what,
Yours too.
I don't know what you're pointing at.
Just so everybody knows,
no shit.
tonight is not the end of the race. The race ends October 1st. You can donate all the way through Tuesday. And
Please do.
The
Right.
race.
Continue to ask your friends, your coworkers, your family members.
Share.
We just got another donation.
Oh, hey, awesome. Thank
We
you.
got $100 from your best friend Joe Hernandez.
Oh, dude, Joe!
Oh, yo.
I hope you're having fun in Wasteland. I'll be there next year.
I'll be there.
You gonna go next year?
I want to.
Okay. We have a camp. So, anyways,
Yay.
also share it. It's for the kids. Our grand goal is 10,000 because last year we raised just over 5,000,
And we want to double that.
Yeah.
So close.
and we're so close now. And we still have the game hole. We still have the Paranoia game, which is next weekend, October 6th, where Ethan plays Friend Computer. And your donations can affect that game live as it did last year. However, it doesn't contribute to the Avernus race and all that kind of stuff. But it will cause lots of chaos and the players headaches and the DM. You just write the story for them.
Pretty much,
Basically.
yep. If you haven't watched it yet, you can go on the Twitch channel. There is actually, under our highlights, is the Extra Life game last year of Paranoia, if you want to get an idea of the craziness that's about to transpire. It is hilarious. I highly recommend it.
Also, things is that you can continue donating to affect them for Gamehole Con, which are going to be at the end of October, beginning
of November. I believe the exact date is November 2nd. It's that Saturday.
Yes.
The first Saturday of November. We're going to be in Wisconsin at Gamehole Con, streaming with our friends at D&D Beyond.
And speaking of D&D Beyond, go and buy the Lukatha race edition. It is the story that they wrote for this Extra Life.
That's correct. Last year, they did,
I'm
a
sorry.
couple years ago,
Bless
they
you,
did
God.
one where you could play grungs. And it was, you got to do a grung adventure. And that was fun.
Then was it Tortle?
Tortle was last year,
Yeah.
Yep. So, all right, are we ready? We ready to? Did you do it?
Okay, cool, awesome. Anything else? Also, if you
sorry.
haven't donated yet,
I did.
and you want to be eligible for the 5 Eldritch Foundry minis, the Tal'Dorei campaign signed by all the cast plus one mystery person, Wolf, and then also the maps that you've seen us do.
I mean, hold on.
The maps, all of those are available to a drawing that we will do for the people that have donated. It doesn't matter how many times you've entered. Everybody only gets one entry to make sure that someone that donates $2.50 isn't getting screwed over by the person that donated like $21.
Because any amount is enough.
Yeah.
$1, you're entered into the drawing. That's it.
Yeah, and $1, that's one more dollar towards children's health care. So please, do not hesitate.
We
And
ready?
hey,
Alex,
paycheck's
see my
coming
message?
out on the 1st.
Okay. All right. First up is the tapestries.
First tapestry.
First tapestry goes to the reluctant hipster. Second one goes to Crimson Idol 98. Last one is to Jut Dooley.
Julie loves to party.
All right. And our t-shirt winner for the Mystic Dragon t-shirt is effing unicorns. And the winner of the special edition book
It's
Drum
me.
roll.
It's me.
It's
is Nararin.
Awesome.
There's some really cool stuff
All
in
right,
here.
so if we called your name and you're in chat right now, please send us a message to RockPunch ATL with your information, name, mailing address, and we'll get that sent off to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, guys. And wow, what a session.
What a second.
yeah, keep being excellent to each other.
And may you always roll with advantage.
Good night, everybody.
Night.